Alright, that looks better. We good? No problems? Sorry about that. That was embarrassing. Howdy! Yes, hello. You wouldn't believe the week I've had. Just stressed out a lot from work, basically. It's been a long week for me. And, on the side, I have been tweaking around with the resolution settings here. I think I've gotten it as I think this is as good as it's going to look for now. I'll try to be exploring some more options in the future in terms of, I guess you could say, graphic fidelity. But sorry about that. The new resolution settings...
Hey, I'm Tolgan, Herald to...
Shut up, Tolgan! I don't want to look for that stupid poison resistance necklace!
Countess Carbane would...
Go away!
Safe journey, my lady.
Ugh.
Good morning.
The nerve of some people. As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted. Okay, so, the problem I was having today with the, setup seems to have been, the new resolution settings I have on here. Let me just give you a look. From my end, this doesn't seem to be any different from how I had it before. But like I said, I will be trying to optimize it later on. But, yeah, apparently when I run the mod organizer, it kicks the, little chat window and OBS, it kicks it around on my second monitor. So it was a little weird. Can't quite figure that out. But, we got everything set up now. No more delays. We can get started. Also, that is hilarious. Alright, so, we are, once again, with our Lady Vanessa. Still gotta find a way to restore personality on there. Right, so, I've been leveling up Sneak some more off-screen. Now, the thing about skills in this game is the higher... Something is wrong there.
I'm listening.
So, the higher the skill you get, the higher level your skill is, the more difficult it becomes to level. Like, in the beginning, towards, like, apprentice and journeyman level, it's very easy to level up a skill. Happens very quickly. But as you go on, it gets progressively harder. But you may be wondering how I was able to level up this sneak skill so very quickly. The place is haunted. I would not be surprised if it was. But yes, this is basically how I leveled up my sneaking skill.
Good day.
The trick behind it is that you gotta find a place where there's a lot of people sleeping at all times. And here in Bruma is, I think, one of the few places in the province of Cyrodiil where you're allowed to just trespass around here in the guard barracks. So you just do that. You find yourself a nice little corner, and then you hit auto run. And then you just leave it there. You just leave the mouse there. Don't move anything at all. Crack open a book. Listen to a podcast. Watch some other video. It's beautiful. Now, it is going to take basically forever for that to happen, but at least this way, you can optimize your time and multitask. That's just something I thought was cool and I wanted to share with you. But we weren't in Bruma at the end of last episode, were we? We were in Coral. So how about we jog on back to Coral? There's some fun things we can do over there. And I wanted to do a couple of side quests before I go on with the Dark Brotherhood questline. Here we are in the lovely city of Coral. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be heading over to the Grey Mare. At least I think that's what this place is called. Yep, Grey Mare. We're just gonna go ahead, walk inside, and we're gonna say hello to the people.
Well, ain't you the high Tom Titty? You want something, I guess, or you wouldn't be messing up my air.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to be Fighters Guild here in Coral, but I done some incarceration for trespassing and theft. Couple of times.
Amateur.
You know they kick you out of the guild if you get caught doing some incarceration. How many? I forget. But I did a lot.
Isn't the word incarceration supposed to be referring to keeping someone captive? Ugh, I'd have to look it up. But anyway. Good on you, man.
Bye.
Anyway.
You haven't seen my sons, have you?
Oh?
They went off into the forest to fight those monsters, and I'm worried about them.
Oh no!
My sons. Have you seen my sons?
No, Valis Odil, I have not seen your sons. What could have possibly happened to them?
Yes, Rallis and Antis. They're going to fight off the creatures at our farm, but I fear for their safety.
Oh no! Haas and what's-his-face Cartwright are stuck on the farm, and they're getting attacked by creatures. We must save them.
For the last few days, we've suffered attacks from these creatures at our farm not far from Coral. They're coming from someplace in the Great Forest.
Uh-huh.
I don't know where, but Rallis may know more by now. My boys will take up the fight, even if the guards won't.
Based.
Doesn't matter if it's outside the town walls, it still affects us all. They expect me to go with them, but I fear in my old age I'm not the warrior I once was. Would you go in my place?
Alright, listen. I don't know how old you are, man. I don't know if you can swing a blade or an axe or what or not. But you gotta admit it is kind of hilarious that he's hiring some stranger to help protect his family. But, you know, we're just gonna ignore that. We'll go ahead and say yes, of course we'll help. Because we're a heroine protagonist, don't you know?
Somehow, I knew you'd do the right thing.
No
I'm
shit.
supposed to meet them at Wayne and Priory. You'd best get whatever supplies you need now, so you can get there in time. I need a drink to calm my nerves. Please, excuse me.
How noble. Hiring the services of some merc to save your sons and then getting yourself drunk at the bar. Peak fatherhood, honestly. I know that's what my father would do. Nah, I'm just kidding. He wouldn't let me into the woods in the first place. He would be all like, don't you know how many bugs there are out there? But he mentioned Wayne and Priory, which is a very important location in Coral. Okay. I don't think I have a shield on me right now, but that's alright. Let's take a look at some of the spells we have. We got some pretty good spells. Got some... Yep, got some destruction spells. Some alteration, illusion. What kind of summons do we have right now? That's alright. And let's check our potions. We're good on potions. Got some Ceradylic Brandy. Don't worry, we'll have some of that in a little bit. Fortification potions, poisons, and so much wine. I've forgotten how much wine I came across. Anyhow, come on. Adventure awaits! We must get to them in time. I fear it may already be too late, but we have to try. Da 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 Hello, Mr. and Mr. Cartwright.
Why isn't Father here? He knows how important this is.
He's old.
What do you mean he's not coming? He told you to come with us instead? Has he no honor?
This man has no honor. He refuses to die in combat and make his sons destitute and mournful.
I'm afraid I have no time for small talk, friend. I'm waiting for my father, Valis Odil. Have you seen him in town by any chance?
Yes, and I was told you were in a bit of a pickle. Anyway.
He's not coming with us? I think I understand, and it is better that he remains safe. Though I wonder why he has asked you to take his place.
I have a sword.
You would join us, though you have no personal stake in this fight?
I love killing.
An honorable deed. I gladly accept your help then.
And besides, you guys are kind of good
No point in
looking.
waiting here any longer. Follow me.
You got it, Hoss. This guy would end up acting in Little House on the Prairie. Oh yes, I have improved the way the NPCs look. I was able to, using the mod organizer instead of the Nexus mod manager, I was able to get the mod to take over the vanilla textures. Apparently, it couldn't quite decide which one to...
Spill their blood in the name of our Father.
But yeah, sometimes, you know, the mod organizer is just better, objectively. It really depends. But yeah, they look a lot cleaner, a lot better than before. And yeah, should have no problems with that as long as the mod organizer is up. There's their farm. What was the name of the Bonanza farm? Damn, I should remember this. What was it called? Was it the Ponderosa? Or was that in the Big Valley? Bro, I love me some Big Valley. Mostly because Mrs. Barkley is the best Western character ever. I might tell you more about that someday. Okay, but we're at the farm now. This looks familiar, doesn't it, Skyrim players? Rows upon rows of just produce. Okay, now here's the tricky part. Our mission here is to make sure that these men don't die. We've arrived at the Odil farm. It's strange. There don't seem to be any cucumbers growing around here. I need to help Antis and Rallis Odil fight the creatures that have been plaguing their home.
Filthy vermin. Stay focused. Watch your backs and be careful.
Let's see. Do I have any support spells that I can use to help them out? Ah, Protect Other. That's a good one.
Antis, are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. Defend yourselves. Here they come.
Come on. Goblins! The only good goblin is a dead goblin.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
Gotta keep an eye on these guys' health. Is it just me, or did these goblins get huger? Damn. But hey, we can steal some of the goblins' gear. If I can even find it in time. Or did it just sink through the floor? There we go. Dwarven shield. Nice. Look at how much armor that grants. That's beautiful. Come on. Come get some. I don't care if I don't have any enchantment charge on this item anymore. They got lockpicks too, which is really nice. Make sure you guys are... No! Well, shit. Listen, it's a lot more difficult to keep those two alive than it looks. So, let's take a look at some of our gear. Ah, I should have used the damn staff. Why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think to use that? Maybe the Mage's Guild has some scrolls we can use. Mission failed! We'll get him next time! Snake! Snake!
I am Alberic Litter.
Shh.
Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
I'm Contumelius Florius.
Shh.
What a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Let's do business.
There we go, bound bow. I've been meaning to... Well, actually, we're not using ranged in this playthrough, are we? But still, it's a nice spell. Oh yeah, these are way too good. Can't cast them, but whatever. Bound shield. That might be useful.
Take care.
Nah, but for real though.
Excuse me. I have potions and everything you need to make your own. What will it be?
Nope. But maybe... Alright, well.
Take care.
I'm gonna check the charge on the Blackwater blade. Alright. Let's do this shit again. Thanks, loading screen. I really needed that. That's comical. Someone should do a screen cap of that. Woo! Alright, bitches, let's go.
Nice and father. I'm afraid I...
And quick save. Manual save, just to be completely certain. Right, so... We're gonna try this again. Pop. All right, here's the farm. You know what? Why not just wait until they show up? Who cares? blackberries, carrots, lettuce, radishes. Oh, radishes are good. Good for making cheap Breaking Bad chameleon potions. Damn, these guys walk slow. We're just gonna break in. We're gonna break into the place. There we go. Jackpot. Boof! See, I actually fight better when I'm drunk. There's a suspicious amount of Nern roots in every household in Cyrodiil. Okay, I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to go.
Filthy vermin. Stay. Be focused. Watch your backs and be careful. Antis, are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. Defend yourselves.
I gotta make sure these dipshit farmers don't die. Let's get them. Die! Die! Just, yeah. Ugh.
Will you fall down and bleed to death?
Die!
Best you can do. Die. What's the matter?
Die!
You're just you pathetic worm.
That's a good one. You did a good job. Hey! Oh, this is a good one. This is some good shit here. Let's see how this works. Yeah, gotta rally the people, and then we're gonna get one of these. Yeah. Die! Did we get them all? Are they dead? Stay protected. Where is this? My hand slip. Oh shit, what happened? Oh, sorry. Whew! What happened? Oh god, my head. Oh wow, look. They all dropped dead spontaneously. Ain't that some shit? Alright.
We beat them! We slaughtered them all! Did you see? Did you see how well I fought?
Yeah, I did, buddy. You sure did. Good job.
Let's go see my father, and let him know of our victory.
Wow. And now, the goblins will fertilize their crops. It's a beautiful thing. This state of decay. And thus the cycle of life and death continues to turn. As the wheel whirls, or however that saying goes. The wheel turns as the wheat mills. I don't know, man. I'm still on, like, the 4th Wheel of Time book. I mean, I kind of like the series so far, but there's just so much of it. So no spoilers, okay? I wanna find out all the juicy soap opera details on my own time. Yeah, we're just gonna wait a little while. Just gonna go on ahead. Oh no, the stream got drunk too. Ugh, I really need to do something about that. I might just have to eat the cost of getting a cable connection so that I can get a 2 PC setup. That might be for the best. I'll look into it. In the meantime. Do 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 do. It might actually take them a little while to get here. So let's wait an hour. Should be good. There they are. There they are.
Hello.
Let's see, what day of the week is it in time? Okay. I'll keep an eye on that. Might have time for something later on, depending on how much time passes in-game. But we'll see. Damn, they just barely made it, too. He's not even talking to them. He's too busy getting drunk. Bro. Bro.
You're back, and you've brought my sons with you. How wonderful!
Is everyone in this quest drunk, including me? Anyway, the creatures are dead.
Foul things. They deserve the death you brought them.
And your sons, they're not dead, though, so you know.
My boys are safe. Oh, thank you. Thanks so much for sticking with them and helping a foolish old man. Please, take this. I
Yeah?
won't be needing it any longer.
Oh?
My battles are over.
Thanks, old man.
I plan to live out my days on the farm in peace and quiet.
He just wants a quiet life, you guys. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Yeah, the Killing Field's a really cool quest. It's really short and sweet, and it gives you a really good reward.
Goodbye. Go ahead, please.
But never mind that shit. Let's take a look at this weapon. Ah. Children. Have you ever seen something so beautiful? It's gorgeous. As you can see, it's modeled after the glass sword type. It's a glass short sword. But it's blue because it's children. Now, in Skyrim, you can actually get children, but it takes a lot longer, and you have to get into a certain quest line. But yeah. Oh, look at that. Matter of fact, yeah, look at how it reflects the light. Oh, that's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Alright. Let's see if I can repair any of my stuff. Yep. And I need some of this stuff repaired. Oh yeah, I still have the Scales of Pitiless Justice. Oh, that's why my personality is down. We'll see if we can sell it. Why not? Oi!
Hello, I'm Rashida, the smith. And this is fire and steel. Quality armor and weapons. Repairs, too. What can I do for you?
Chillwind looks better in Oblivion. I wholeheartedly agree. Like, Chillwind in Skyrim, don't get me wrong, the glass weapons in that game are gorgeous, but it's the same as all the other weapons. In this game, it looks like an actual chill sword thing.
I can repair almost anything.
But yeah, let's get all this stuff repaired. And look at our wares.
You in some of my wares.
I always get tempted to buy more arrows because I keep forgetting that we're not playing a ranged build. Ooh, Rashida's special. That's a cute little item. Sell this. Woof! Okay. There we go. It's just a personal preference, you know. I mean, if you want some stat boosts and don't particularly care about personality, then you can keep that if you like, but
Another satisfied customer. You too.
all right. So, we got ourselves easily one of the best weapons in the game. At least in terms of aesthetics. And we have done the Dark Brotherhood questline where we save Francois Montier. And you know what that means. It's time to go back to Cheydinhal and collect our payment. And it jumps up in size and category. In Skyrim, you'd think the cold climate would have the opposite effect. That is a good point. Matter contracts in cold temperatures, so yeah, you would think having a metal blade in a cold climate would, you know. But then again, like, glass weapons are pretty unique. I don't even remember what they're made out of, like refined malachite or something like that. Maybe they operate by different rules. Who's to say? Firerend. Nah, but for real though, Firerend would be a warhammer, or like one of those two-handed hammers. That's what I believe. All right. Where are you, old man?
Ah, so Montieri has escaped. Well done. As payment, I am pleased to award you this amulet, Cruelty's Heart.
Dankeschön.
As well as another advancement in rank. I hereby bestow upon you the title of Eliminator.
Nice.
Your blood is cold, your heart hard. You exemplify everything
It's shriveled
the
up like a
Dark Brotherhood
raisin.
stands for.
No, a prune.
I
It's
present
shriveled
to
up
you
like a
now this
prune.
key. It unlocks the well behind the abandoned house above.
Fuck
Use
yes!
it to gain hidden and quick access to this sanctuary.
God, I can't get over how necessary this shortcut is. Oh my gosh, that's a relief. Sorry, I had a moment of excitement there. But let's take a look at Cruelty's Heart. Fortifies willpower and strength. A pretty good starting piece of jewelry. Pretty nice. And Eliminator. It's got a nice little logo here. Our infamy's gone up just a little bit.
Ah, dear friend.
Oh?
May I steal a moment of your time? I
Sure.
have a rather delicate situation I was hoping you could help me with.
As an
This is a
orc, we are
person
very good at
who will
handling
have
delicate
a very
situations.
understanding within the Dark Brotherhood. Would you like to hear more?
Sure, tell me about it.
I find your decision most agreeable. Now, the details. Far south of here, on the southern end of Cyrodiil, lies a swamp called Bogwater.
Okay.
Hiding in that swamp, you will find an Argonian shadow scale named Scartail.
That's pretty metal.
Kill this renegade and bring me his heart as proof of the deed.
Oh, H&FP. Welcome. Yeah, tell me about his shadow scales again. I don't think I've asked him about this yet, but they're kind of interesting. Let's hear.
In the Argonian homeland of Blackmarsh, those born under the sign of the Shadow are taken at birth and presented to the Dark Brotherhood.
Badass.
A shadow scale hatchling is trained in the arts of stealth and assassination and lives a life in service to the mighty kingdom of Argonia. Any shadow scale who lives to come of age is accepted into the Dark Brotherhood as a full member of the family. So it was with myself and Ochiva.
Alright, so tell me a little about this Scartail person.
When Ochiva and I trained with the Dark Brotherhood as children, we befriended another initiate, a shadow scale by the name of Scartail.
You mean like Assassin Harry Potter?
The three of us were inseparable. When our training was completed, we reluctantly parted ways. But now, the unthinkable has happened.
Oh no, what happened?
Scartail has fled Blackmarsh and refuses to fulfill his duties as a royal assassin.
Okay, but why though?
This is an act of treason. This treachery must be punished.
No, but I want to know more.
Just as a member of the Dark Brotherhood cannot kill a fellow family member, a shadow scale is forbidden from slaying another shadow scale.
Okay.
That is why you must go to Bogwater and eliminate that treacherous snake. Please kill Scartail so Chiva and I can put this matter behind us.
Okay, but didn't you just say he was inducted as an assassin for the Dark Brotherhood? I don't know. Let's just assume that he falls outside of the DB's jurisdiction.
May you walk all
But let's ask Ochiva about it.
Greetings, sister. I do hope you are well.
Why don't you tell me about Scartail?
Scartail is a traitor to Argonia and a blight upon Tamriel. Kill him, as my brother requests, and we will be forever in your debt.
Famous last words. Tell me about the shadow scale stuff.
I see you have been speaking with Tanava.
Yeah.
What he says is true. All our lives we have lived together in the shadows. We are eggmates, twins.
Oh.
We were taken at birth and given to the Dark Brotherhood.
They're fraternal
We returned
twins.
to Blackmarsh as shadow scales trained in the arts of stealth and murder.
Cool.
Together, we served our nation as spies and assassins, as all shadow scales do. When we came of age, we joined the family as one, and here we are.
Have I played the first one of the Elder Scrolls games yet?
Go now, dear.
That's a funny story. I did try to play the first couple of games because they're quite literally free on Steam. You can go and check right now. The problem with Arena, at least on the PC, is it controls very poorly, in my opinion. I mean, I tried the first dungeon, and after a while, my wrist started getting like, you know, a bit of a carpal tunnel, and it's one of those things where it's like, okay, if I keep doing this for much longer, it's going to do some damage. Which is a shame, because I do love Elder Scrolls, like, storylines and lore, and it seemed like an interesting thing. Now, I've played Daggerfall. Daggerfall has a certain type of gameplay loop that doesn't really lend itself well to, like, let's just say it's not the kind of game you would want to choose for a first playthrough for a streaming career. Oblivion is much more accessible, and it's a little bit older than Skyrim. But in the future, if you guys wanted me to do Daggerfall, I would be open to that. Just be prepared for a lot of instances of me getting lost. Just download the mod to remake the controls. I see. Ah, so it's not as good story-wise compared to Daggerfall or this one. I kind of got that impression. Daggerfall, no fast travel. Are you trying to kill me, sir? But that is an interesting concept for a playthrough. Alright, so. Tenshinhan, or whatever the fuck his name was, asked us to go and tie up his loose ends. Yeah, I might look at Arena, again in the future, just as like a personal playthrough sort of thing. But, it's not really... It's not really on the top list of my priorities. Next month, I'm going to be delving into Vampire the Masquerade. I'm going to be trying out Camarilla Edition. I don't think I tried Camarilla Edition. Like, I don't think I've played through that version of it yet. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I've heard good things about Morrowind from people who love Morrowind. But, like, otherwise... I mean, I personally can't wait until they get Skywind to come out, finally. Anyway... Yeah, he's just... the famed Shadow Scale, everyone. Just sitting here. In the woods. No protection. No traps. No weapons or armor. It's like this guy wants to die. But even so, Scartail is a really badass name.
I guess I've been expecting you, assassin.
Hello.
Don't try to deny it. I can see it in your eyes. Your dark brotherhood through and through.
What can you do?
Let me guess. It was Ochiva, right?
No.
No, wait. Tainava.
Yes.
Yes. He put you up to this, didn't he? Ochiva was always too busy to even be bothered.
Oh, he knows these guys. He knows them.
Well, you can kill me if you like. I'm afraid I won't make much of a challenge, though. The Argonian Royal Court already sent an agent to do the job. He failed, of course. His body's around here somewhere.
Oh.
But he got in a pretty good hit.
Damn.
If I don't get some rest, I'm probably dead anyway.
You were just standing there.
To your sense of goodwill, huh? You let me live, and I'll tell you where I stashed my treasure.
Which I already know the location of, because I've played this before. Alright, so here's the thing. From a role-playing perspective, your decision can depend on a number of factors. One, there is loyalty of the family to be considered. You are loyal to your family in Cheydinhal for the Dark Brotherhood. You are loyal to Sithis and the Night Mother. You have an obligation. You have an obligation to help them out with this particular quest, to kill this guy. On the other hand, this is completely outside their jurisdiction. The Black Sacrament was not performed, so it, you know? But, I mean, depending on whether you want it to be like a heartless or like maniacal killer who just loves killing, it really depends on whether you want to be an Orin the Red or an Enver Gortash. But, for our character in this playthrough, I want to make what I think might be one of the more interesting decisions. Because, well, I'll tell you in a little bit, but let's accept his deal.
You show unexpected mercy. For that, I am thankful. My treasure is hidden in a hollowed-out rock near my campfire. It's yours. Oh, yes. I suppose Tainava wants proof that I'm dead, eh? Let me guess. My heart?
Yes, very macabre.
Just to take the heart of the dead Argonian agent. His body is around here somewhere. Present the agent's heart to Tainava as proof.
Okay.
He'll be none the wiser.
Alright, that's fine. And it's gonna be right here. 100 gold. Pocket change, to be honest. And we're going to do what we came here for. All right. Let's take a look at that heart, by the way. I just want to see what it looks like really quick. Yeah, standard humanoid heart. So, why did we do that? Why did I decide to do that? It's kind of simple, but I thought it would be interesting to actually show mercy. You wouldn't expect an assassin to abstain from killing someone. And it makes you wonder why someone would choose to do that. I mean, it could be any number of reasons. We could have done that because we wanted the money, because we personally don't like the Argonian twins at Cheydinhall. It could be because we are so very, you know, literal about the 5 tenets that we don't feel compelled to kill this guy because the Black Sacrament wasn't performed. But yeah, that obviously you can just lie to him, get the gold, and then kill him anyway. But I think this is one of the more interesting decisions. You're playing a professional. Professionals have standards. Precisely. Precisely, Whackable Patty. Precisely. You're nothing but a killer. I'm an exceptional killer. Okay, but yeah, let's go find Tainava already.
Ah, yes, that is an Argonian heart. Of that I'm sure. You have slain Scartail.
Woo!
Well done. Please take these boots as payment for your services. They are called the Boots of Bloody Bounding.
Yep.
And carry a powerful enchantment. I'm sure you will find them most useful.
Yes. All right, hold on. The Boots of Bloody Bounding. Take a look at those. Now, the leather greaves kind of clip through that, but look at those bitching looking boots. Aren't they gorgeous? Very fashionable, very stylish. But they also give you a bonus to acrobatics and blade. And we love that. All right.
You walk always in the shadow of cities.
Back to assassinating.
Well now, you are an ambitious one, aren't you?
I'm just doing my
I'm
job.
afraid I have no more contracts for you.
Oh.
Our time working together has come to an end. Instead, you must report to Ochiva here in the sanctuary. She will be providing all your contracts from now on.
Promotion.
And is waiting for you as we speak.
So basically...
Before you go, however, I intend to make good on an offer I made some time ago.
Here we go.
As a vampire, I may pass my gift on to others as I see fit.
Wait, you're a vampire?
You have served me well, and I choose now to extend that gift to you. Shall I use my dark powers and turn you into a vampire?
So, there's a few benefits to becoming a vampire, just like it has its drawbacks, depending on your playstyle or what you find important in gameplay. You might love this, or you might hate it. However, what I like about vampirism the most is the way it impacts the narrative. there are a couple of interesting things that I want to show you that happens when you become a vampire. One of which is a quest that we will get to way, way later in the playthrough, but it'll take place in Skingrad somewhere. Anyhow, you don't have to take up Vicente's offer. You can just go to a random dungeon and fight vampires until you contract the virus. But, you know, this is more convenient, and also it's low-key kind of creepy. So, let's do it!
Most excellent. Here is what you must do. Simply go to sleep here in the sanctuary at any time, and I will visit you as you slumber.
Nice.
I will wrap you in vampirism's dark embrace. You'll never even know I was there. But when you awaken, we will be of the same blood.
Gotta go. Thanks for stopping by. Be sure to check out the VOD when you get the chance. At our character here, as she is currently. Take a nice look. And then we're just gonna take a little nap. Take a little nap. There we go. Upon awakening, I discovered 2 bleeding pinpricks on my neck. It would appear Vicente Valtieri did indeed visit me last night and passed along his dark gift. If what Valtieri told me is true, my vampirism will begin to manifest itself in 3 days, once I sleep once more. Let me check the disease here. Yeah, this particular strain of vampirism is called porphyric hemophilia. I think it's a separate strand. Oh! Paid mod that came out for Skyrim that's about 2 rival clans of vampires going to war? Nice. I mean, I have feelings about paid mods, but it's like, at this point, it's like, you know, if people want it, they'll buy it. Far be it from me to tell people how to spend their money. If you like paid mods, that's alright. I think my main problem is I don't think all mods should be paid mods. You know what I'm saying? I think there should be like I think it should be like an option. You should have options. Because that's what modding's about. It's about having options. It's actually kind of interesting, because the way you describe it, it almost sounds like a DLC. Is this where we're at now in modern gaming? Are we disguising mods? Are we disguising DLC as mods? I mean, to be completely honest with you, I would much rather have a paid mod as a quote-unquote DLC than a DLC that's purely cosmetic and costs like $15. Bard College expansion is the only good paid mod. I've experimented with some Bard's College mods. I would love to check that out. Because, I don't know if you know this, but I am very weak for the Bard class. It's one of my favorites. It's very near and dear to my heart. Let's talk to this woman.
Hello, sweet sister. It warms my heart to see you again. The Night Mother has been smiling upon you, I hope.
Talindra, why is it so difficult to get a hold of you? Anyway.
May your arrows always strike true.
Right, so. Oi, Ochiva. I want a job.
Ah, greetings. I have been waiting for you. As Vicente surely told you, your time working with him has come to an end.
Mm-hmm.
From now on, you will receive all assignments directly from me. In fact, your next contract is available now.
Yes, please. Tell me the contract.
In the Imperial City, there lives a high elf who must be removed from existence.
Oh?
Finding this person may prove challenging. Are you interested?
I'm always interested in murdering for the company.
I knew you wouldn't be able to resist. Your target is a high elf named Phalion. He lives somewhere in the Imperial City and fancies long walks. Unfortunately, that's all we know. We don't know which district he calls home, which establishments he frequents, or anything about his schedule.
Okay.
This contract will require a bit of detective work. I suggest you speak to your fellow brothers and sisters and see if they can offer any advice.
I don't need to do that. I already...
Ah, yes.
I'll be your
There's one
guide.
more thing. The Imperial City is also home to an Imperial Legion captain named Adamus Philida. Do you know who that is?
I don't, but that name sounds very suspiciously phallic. Also, say nothing at all.
Heed my words. Philida has dedicated his life to eradicating the Dark Brotherhood.
Damn.
He will not tolerate our operations within the Imperial City.
Huh.
When that happens, he tends to make our lives uncomfortable.
Okay.
Let's not give the good captain any reason to go poking around in our affairs,
All right.
If possible, do away with Phalian someplace out of the way. Definitely indoors with no other people around.
Right.
A secure location with no witnesses.
Okay.
This will make it look like a simple murder. Philida will be none the wiser, and you'll receive a nice bonus. Now go, and may Sithis go with you.
Since we are playing the role of the overachieving professional assassin, we're obviously going to be going for the bonuses whenever possible. And since I've played this quest line, how many times? Like, at least 5. I basically know what I'm doing here. At least with most of the major beats of the story. So, Phalian. It's always the Empire that wants to destroy the Dark Brotherhood. Well, yes, because when you think about it, it's unchecked power. Their means of delivering justice to the people cannot be documented the way that the Empire might like. And just like any other nation state or any governing body of politicians, they don't want people operating outside the law. At least that's my interpretation of it. Of course, in Skyrim, the Empire has a lot more reason to hate the Dark Brotherhood. But I digress. We are going to go after a man named Phalian. I mean, to be completely honest with you, Phalian is such a stereotypical elf name. I can't believe it. If they can't control it, destroy it. Yep. And then there's also the fact that the Dark Brotherhood is a murder cult. So in most polite societies that don't appreciate that, they operate on the fringes of society. Skyrim's not even the first time that they killed the Emperor. That's right. It's been a couple times. Oh, hey there, sweet guy. How are you?
Yes. Oh, great and mighty Grand Champion. Is there something you need? Can I carry your weapon? Shine your boots? Back rub, perhaps?
You can just stay right here, AF. It's okay.
Here? Right here? What about, say, over there? No? Right here? All right, then. You're the Grand Champion. Whatever you say.
Good lad. There's actually a character in Vampire the Masquerade who actually does something very similar to what AF is doing here. Her name is Heather, and you'll get to know her at some point very soon. He's back. I thought you killed him. Oh, that's the beauty of the adoring fan. He never leaves. It doesn't matter how many times you kill him, he always comes back. And usually within, the week. Usually within the same week. I would like to go to the arena. And, maybe just... Yeah. We're gonna go down to the arena. And make some money, hopefully. But once I go to take a break and then come back, we'll probably take him along with us for a quest or two before discarding him once more.
Well met.
All right, Isabel.
There's the new arena grand champion. By
That's
Shiva,
right,
you look
bitch.
good in that raiment. The way it accentuates your physique.
Arrgh.
Spectacular. Now listen. I bet you're wondering what's next, huh? Where does a grand champion go from here?
I'm going to Disney World.
I've been thinking. Why not spice things up a bit? Give the people of Cyrodiil what they really want. We revise the rules of competition, offer a new kind of match.
Forward
I'm
thinking.
talking weekly shows, fights pitting you against... Are you ready for this? Monsters.
Genius.
And maybe even some wild animals. Sounds great, doesn't it?
This is a much more sustainable
I've had
model
some
for
people out
arena
collecting
matches.
New combatants. The wilderness is full of them. Let me know when you're ready for a match and it's showtime.
I'm actually kind of impressed with how intelligent this idea of hers is. It allows for pest control and basically keeping monsters from, attacking local villages and hamlets and such. And it's also a much more sustainable form of providing opponents in the arena because, there's only so many people you can send to the arena to die before you start to get short of combatants. We just saw that with the yellow team not too long ago. So it's actually kind of fascinating to see this new change in policy. I sometimes wonder if this policy carried over into Skyrim all those years later. Anyway, tell me about the rules of competition, Isabel.
Look, these aren't your average arena matches. They're shows. You fighting some savage beasts. People come to see you kill things. It's simple. We can do them any time of the day. You kidding? The citizens of the Imperial
So
City would
basically-
love some late-night entertainment. You can wear whatever you want, of course. We don't want you getting killed out there. You can only fight once
All
a
right.
week, though.
Only once a week,
We'll
yeah.
need that much time to catch new creatures for you to fight against. Oh, and don't worry. We'll try to match the creatures to your combat abilities, so the fights will always be more or less fair.
Woo.
Sounds good, huh?
Eh.
We'll do it like this. You can fight 1, 2, or 3 creatures. The more creatures you fight, the more you win.
Oh,
survive, that
that's
is.
right. Some of those can be pretty difficult, though. So let's back out.
Well, what are you waiting for? Get.
Hey, let's talk to this guy.
You killed Agranham. The great prince's...
He's still not over it. Let's see, what day is it? Freydis. Okay. All right. Let's go.
Well, if it isn't Skull Crusher. How's our new grand champion, huh? You ready to make me some money?
All right. I'm ready.
Based on your abilities, here are your choices. Do you want to fight 1 mountain lion, 2 mountain lions, or 2 mountain lions and a Spriggan?
Freaking jeez, woman. A Spriggan? Oh, man, I hate fighting Spriggans. They're so difficult to kill. What do you think, guys? 1 mountain lion, 2 mountain lions, and a Spriggan. Now, 2 mountain lions would probably be the safest bet with the biggest payout, without risking too much. But the biggest payout is going to be the 3 enemies, obviously. So, what do you want to see? The Spriggan. All right, glutton for punishment, but okay.
You've got it. I'll have the 2 mountain lions and the Spriggan brought out to the arena. Now get up there and give the people what they paid for.
They paid for me to see my ass kicked and barely survive. Wee! Oh, I should have gotten the mace, damn it. Oh well.
People of the Imperial City.
There they are. Ooh boy. Okay. Yeah, let's bring this up. The Grand Champion. Battle some of Cyrodiil's fiercest creatures, like your mom. This week's epic battle of combatant versus beast.
Let's find out. Lower the gates.
And Let's summon a skeleton just to provide a distraction. Oh yeah, that's right. I have to kill the Spriggan first because the Spriggan has her own summons, and they will kill you if they get the chance. All right. Let's try. Huh. I thought I had. There we go. No. Let's try some poison. Might as well. Do I have any damage magicka poisons? Sure do. Let's roll. Oh, I don't think so. Ugh. Oh, that's better. Okay. Now this will be a lot easier. What difficulty do I have this on anyway? Let's bump it up just a little bit. Want to make things interesting. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Do a little restore health. And... you know what? Maybe just a little bit of this. Oof! Ouch! Okay, okay. Easy there. Okay, what kind of spells do I have? Spell other, voice of rapture. None of these are pertinent to me right now, so... nah. Do I have enough for guard? I'll have to wait a couple seconds. Back off. Oof. That is scary. Have you ever played Oblivion on the highest difficulty? No, because I'm a little babby. I'm a little babby casual, and I don't know how to optimize. I might do it someday, though. Maybe one day. Okay, that's alright. There we go. Whew! Light armor increased. Come on. There we go. Almost there. Okay, just one left. Back off. I got something for you. Okay, this is gonna be close. And... nice! Best part is, you can loot these corpses. Oh yeah, if you start looting stuff or pausing the menu, it'll cut them off. I think this is part of the vanilla game, so eh. Alright. Spriggan died quicker than the lions? Yeah, I think the reason for that is, I think in order to offset that, they give the Spriggans the ability to do summons and bark skin or whatever the hell it is they do.
Great show, great show. You really brought down the house.
Woo!
Here's your gold. Now get some rest, and I'll see you next week.
Right, so.
Well met.
Now you've seen some of the arena stuff. Let's get some of our gear repaired, because, good lord, we need it. Pardon me. Whee! I want to see if I can loot some of these things, because... alright. Okay. Spriggans are a lot harder in Skyrim, I think, depending on whether you get the drop on them or not. But then again, in Skyrim, if you do a sneak attack, you can just bypass the vast majority of combat. Which is one of the reasons I love it so much.
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
Could be a dangerous situation.
A pleasure to speak with you.
Alright, repair my gear.
I can repair almost anything.
Yeah, whatever.
Good day.
Okay. All better. Let's, They can also turn any animals to their side, too? Yeah, that's another thing. You don't want to run afoul of anybody who can crowd. Ugh, did the stream take a dive again? Oi, that's embarrassing. Tell you what, let's take a break. I think now would be a good time for a break. Give the bandwidth a break, and then I'll be able to come back after doing some diagnostic stuff. So, I will return. In the meantime, how much has your stream had to drink? I mean, I can't exactly call it functional alcoholism anymore, can I? Anyway, yeah, gonna stretch my legs, take a break, try and figure out what's eating so much of the power here. Be right back.
So what's this about?
Okay, and it looks like we're back. Sorry about that. It looks as though I absolutely am going to have to try a dual PC setup, which I have the resources to do that. I just need to get some cords to do so with. And if that doesn't work, it's probably the Wi-Fi. So, yeah. As per usual, for our new tradition, I got some Cheerios. Sometimes you need a good crunch. Alright, let's go inside and level up.
By Azura! It's the Grand Champion! Yes! Oh, great and mighty Grand Champion! Is there something you need? Can I carry your weapon? Shine your boots? Back rub, perhaps?
Hey there. Do you like the new name I gave him? The console command is a beautiful, beautiful function. You wait here, baby girl.
Right here? What about, say, over there?
Shh, 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 shh. You go sleep on the table. Oh, look! You dream of someone peacefully sleeping in his bed, when a shadowy, gaunt figure silently enters the room. Approaching the bed, the figure leans down and sinks its fangs into the sleeping person. After a few moments, the pale figure rises, blood dripping down her chin. As color flows back into the vampire's face and her features fill out, you recognize the face as your own! You awake screaming.
By Azura! By Azura! By Azura! It's the Grand Champion!
And then you hear that. Okay, so I guess before we level up, let's take a look at our vampire character. Whoa. That is different. What do you guys think of our new look? Interesting. Let's take a look at our stats. So, you get some stat boosts the longer you go without feeding. See, you got your vampirism right here. 25, that's like 25%. So, she looks more evil. Yes. And we love it. You get a weakness to fire, which is a downside. But let's see what you do get. You get a 100% resist paralysis, which is really good. Resist normal weapons, so like, you know, regular swords and axes and stuff. You get 100% resist disease, obviously. You get skills like acrobatics, athletics, destruction, hand-to-hand, illusion, mysticism, and sneak. And you get these attributes increased. And last but not least, you get a unique set of powers, depending on how long you go without feeding. So, if you don't feed for a while, you get more powerful, but the sun hurts you more, and eventually people will not want to be around you. But yeah, Hunter's Sight, which is pretty good. Gives you night vision and detect life. And we'll see some more as time goes on.
By Azura, by Azura, by Azura! It's the...
Now it's time to level up. You woke today with a new sense of purpose. Oh, you have ascended to level 10. You woke today with a new sense of purpose. You're no longer afraid of failure. Failure is just an opportunity to learn something new. Are these level up messages trying to call me out? I don't know. But let's level up some personality because we need more. Intelligence. And agility because we're going to be needing some of those stealth skills. And now we're going to take a look at our stats here. We're on level 10, which is nice. I'm gonna put away some of my gear. Just for the time being. Gonna take the mace with me, probably. Put this away for now. Probably got some heavy objects around here. Yeah, I don't really need these. I'll just leave them there. And what else? What else? Well, I mean, I can just... There we go. That's better. Aw, look. Nighttime. Twilight is the one time of day when vampires feel the safest. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh, lordy. That's embarrassing. Yeah, sometimes the toggle collisions command does not work. I don't know if you've come across this. Wish the character looked more pale, but still awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I wish there was a little more paleness going on, too. Can't allow myself to get stuck on that roof. But anyway. I guess it heard my Twilight reference and decided that it didn't want me talking anymore. How rude, honestly. I don't think we're gonna make it to the market in time, so I guess we'll just go ahead and hang out over at the Bloated Float.
Hail, good citizen. How can I be of service?
I like our character's new look. She kind of looks like one of those gargoyles.
Oh, hello.
Like in the cartoon,
What's
sort
the
of.
news from the other parts of Tamriel?
Now, we're just gonna sit here like a jackass. And it's morning of the next day.
Greetings, Orc.
And now we're gonna head over to the market. Because I figured, what good is a vampire without some sick drip? Vampires have to have drip. It's a requirement. It's a requirement, damn it. Okay, let's see. We'll just use that.
You've come to divine elegance because you care about what you wear. And Palaneria has what you want, or no one has.
Thanks, Palanera. You're a real one.
Certainly. Can I interest you in some of my wares?
All right, let's pick out some drip. We got our red velvets, we got our greens, and we got our blues. We already have one of these, but I figured we'd change it up a bit. What do you think, guys? What are we feeling like? Feel like some red velvet 2-piece, red velvet 1-piece, blue, green? How are we feeling? Green might be the obvious choice because, you know, orc. But blue or velvet might complement the skin tone better. Red for blood? Good idea. I'll pick out this full one first. See how it looks.
I let that go too cheaply. I appreciate your business. Take.
And let's take a look at this outfit. Not bad. Certainly looks better in on the female model than it does on the male model. Certain outfits in this game suit suit the character better depending on what sex you are. It's really weird. Some of them look better on the male model, some of them look better on the female model. Actually, as long as we're here, we might as well ask.
A pleasure to speak with you.
Tell me about Phalion.
Phalion, you say? Why, yes, I know who he is. Rather distasteful fellow, actually. I believe he lives at the Tiber Septim Hotel. That's in the Talos Plaza district here in the Imperial City. I'd ask around there if I were you.
Okay.
Farewell.
We got ourselves a lead. We're headed to the Talos Plaza district. Heading off to the Tiber Septim Hotel. And this is where things get interesting. This is where things get interesting.
What can I do for you?
Let's rent a room. Just, you know.
Why, yes.
Because we're normal.
I do have a lovely room available for a mere 40 gold a night.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Excellent. The room is on the floor upstairs. Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
Might as well get a wedge of cheese. Why not?
I appreciate your business. We'll see.
Okay, let's...
Goodbye.
There we go. And now...
What?
How about you tell me about Phalion?
Phalion? Oh, I know him all right. A waste of life, that one. He lives here, you know, with his sweetheart, a trainer. What that poor girl sees in him, I'll never know. A trainer pays for their room, their food, everything. She's quite wealthy, I believe.
Oh.
Phalion used to have money. Used to be quite a gentleman, too. But that was before he took a fancy to the, you know, the skooma.
Dun dun dun.
Now Phalion's hardly ever here. He's off using skooma or wandering the city looking for some, I imagine.
Damn.
He comes back every night to be with a trainer. But only for a few hours, I swear. That high elf is going to wind up dead if he keeps living like this.
Dun dun dun.
Farewell.
So yeah, we just got a whole lot of dirty laundry about these folks. But never mind that. For right now, let's take a really long nap in our room. Yeah, this door is basically open. I don't know if I unlocked it or not. I think it was already unlocked when I came in here. Strange, don't you think? But anyway. It seems that this Atrena lady would know very intimately what Phalion does in his spare time. So, naturally, we're going to ask her about it. But it doesn't end there. Oh no. We're actually going to wait a few hours. Or a day or so. Now, where Phalion got the skooma, I have no idea. In a previous stream, I did go to one Imperial City citizen's house, and he seemed to have loads of skooma, like, everywhere in his house. So maybe he's his dealer. But, it's a mystery. That, or maybe he went to Shady Sam. In your dream, you see a beautiful young woman holding an infant to her breast. It is only as you draw near that you realize that the woman is a desiccated corpse, and the child is purple and bloated, dying of a plague. As mother and child crumble to dust, you awaken. Am I gonna get demonetized for that?
What have you
Damn.
been up to?
They say that slavery has been abolished in Morrowind.
But yeah. As you neglect your vampire feeding, your face is going to look more and more sunken in. You're going to be more visibly a vampire. I'm sure you noticed how Vicente was very clearly a starved vampire. But now we have vampire seduction as a power. Yep. We got 1 sun damage, rank 1 sun damage. So the sun's going to hurt us a little bit, but not a whole lot. Vampirism 50, so that's like halfway on the meter of you need to eat. I mean, technically, you never actually have to feed as a vampire in this game. It just comes with its drawbacks. And you get more of a weakness to fire. You get increases to attributes and skills, and those get, you know, more intense as time goes on. But, you know what? I think we should, stick around here for a little while. You know? Jeez! Another one? That was quick. Okay, let me see. A warm, gentle breeze causes a tickle on your face. But as you go to brush it off, you find that you cannot move your arms. Looking at your skin, you realize that it has been turned to brittle green glass. Standing perfectly still, you breathe in shallow gulps of air, knowing that moving would cause your skin to shatter into thousands of pieces. The tickle on your face worsens, and you know that you are about to sneeze. As your skin shatters, you wake up sweating. These dreams get really trippy. But yeah, see? Very, very gray. And you go to Cold Harbor when you die as a vampire. I'm not sure if that's only specifically for Molag Bal's strain of vampirism, or if it applies to all vampires. I think it's implied that it's one particular strain of vampirism. Because there's like sanguine vampiris, right? Which implies sanguine. But anyway, there's Phalion and his lady friend. But, we're gonna go ahead. And we're gonna... Yeah, vampire seduction. And then we're just gonna chat her up, you know?
Oh, my dear friend, it is so good to see you.
I know, sweetheart, I know. What can you tell me about Phalion?
Please, I don't mean to get emotional, but I feel I can trust you.
Of course you can.
I just don't know what to do about Phalion. All he thinks about, all he cares about is skooma.
Oh no.
He was a fine young man once, but he's lost everything. His looks, his money, his self-respect. I followed him a few times to see where he goes. He walks around the city looking for skooma. And then he goes to Lorkmir's house for several hours.
Lorkmir.
It's in the Elfin Gardens district.
Really?
I think the house is deserted. That's why he goes there. So he can escape from life and do his skooma. Thank you for listening. You're a good friend.
Of course, darling.
I just hope my sweet Phalion can clean himself up, or that awful skooma will be the death of him.
You're right. Hey, how have you been doing? What's going on?
Anyone looking for work should consider the Fighters Guild. I hear they're always looking for recruits. Oh, yes. Goodbye.
But we're not done yet. We're going to feed on her right in front of him. Cuckoldry at its finest. La 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 la. So, she has basically given us the keys to Phalion's demise. Could she have been the one who performed the Black Sacrament for Phalion? Or maybe it was someone who was concerned about her being with him. Or maybe it was someone who was his dealer and is tired of not being able to get paid. I guess it would make sense for most vampirism, or all vampirism, to fall under Molag Bal's jurisdiction, considering what his domain is. I don't know the exact wording of what his domain is, but like it calls to mind like anything like I guess you could say his domain is similar to that of Bane in Dungeons and Dragons, you know, like anything oppressive or predatory in a very certain way. Hercine's the Daedric Prince of the Hunt, but Molag Bal's kind of predatory is a bit different. But yeah, I wouldn't want to risk having to go to Cold Harbor for all eternity. Yeah, he calls himself the Daedric Prince of Domination, but he's actually just a rapist. He's like a libertine, if you know what that is. Guys like the Marquis de Sade. He calls to mind images of that for me. So, like, just really... just like any kind of abuse of power, basically. And that seems to fit in line pretty well with what little I've seen of him in terms of side quests and things like that. But I'm just looting some stuff. Yeah, so we know that Phalion goes off somewhere to do skooma. This is Lorkmir's house. And we're just gonna break into here. Yeah, the Dawnguard DLC in Skyrim really puts Molag Bal's domain into a very new, very disturbing context. I did make a video on the Serana Dialogue add-on, so I do go over it just briefly, kind of. I think Serana's own words in that DLC sum it up pretty well, so I won't go over it too much. But yeah, I was reading the other day that the Daedric Princes, while they can have complex motivations, it's important to remember that, by and large, they are evil. Their domains are evil. So, like, they shouldn't be underestimated. Damn, alteration of 50, okay. Like, if you hear some of the shit that Sanguine gets up to, oh, jeez. Right, so, anyway, this is Lorkmir's house. As you can see, it's abandoned, kind of decrepit. What happened to this place? It's not entirely clear. We're gonna head off to the basement. And I'm gonna show you something rather interesting. So, yeah, this is where the wine cellar, I guess, is. And look, Lorkmir. He's just there for some reason. And he's not skeletal, so his body hasn't decomposed yet. This implies that he was killed within, like, fairly recently. Maybe not, like, within the past week or so, but definitely recently. Even though this house is pretty decrepit. It's very strange, and I don't know what happened to Lorkmir. I guess if I were to hazard a guess, I would say that Lorkmir may have been a supplier of skooma, or had something that Phalion or someone else wanted, and they decided to kill him over it. It's one of those unsolved mysteries of Oblivion. But yeah, this is Lorkmir's house. We will not find any opposition here. Trust me on that. So, we're just gonna wait. Phalion usually shows up somewhere in the morning to mid-afternoon. So we're just gonna wait a little bit. There he is. Phalion. How are you doing, my friend?
Hey, what are you doing here? You're not my friend.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want?
I'm going to lay with your wife after this.
Sleep? But nah. No, I'm not tired. Not tired right now. I have lots of, energy. The skooma. I can feel it in my veins.
Shh. Shh. And of course, there's some skooma lying around here, so we're just going to take that off his hands because he clearly doesn't need it anymore. And we're just going to jog on back. Before we go back to Jadenhall, we're going to jog on over to the Tiber Septim Hotel and visit our favorite widow. Because I promised Phalion I would take very, very good care of his wife. This is so fucked up. Hey.
Dear Phalion, why must you ruin both our lives? Yes, my lady. How may I help you?
You don't need to do anything, sweetheart. You just stand there and look pretty.
Oh, yes. Goodbye.
We're gonna wait a little while longer. I always like to do this quest as a vampire, and hopefully you can see the reason why now. Oh, let's see our little dream here. In your dream, you approach a vampire ancient. Having just completed a perilous task for him, you swell with pride, sure that he will now bestow even greater power upon you. The entire clan's eyes are upon you. Walking towards the die where he stands, you realize that your task for him is actually unfinished, and that all of your vampire powers have left you. You cry out as the clan descends upon you, and the ancient's fangs rip into the flesh of your throat. Lovely stuff. And before we go back, we're just gonna, She's very lonely after the loss of her deadbeat husband. She needs someone to comfort her. Okay, let's go get our payment from Ochiva. But first, there's something that we must retrieve from our house. Damn right she's my thrall now. Vampire the Masquerade does a lot of stuff with vampires that this game doesn't.
Yes, oh great and mighty Grand Champion.
Come along now, baby girl. We got stuff to do.
Golly, you're the best.
I know. I still have the freaking Langerwine blade on me. What is up with that? Oh well. Let me just look through these here. Gonna save that for later. Yeah, I guess that's fine. But yeah, That one's one of the more entertaining quests for me, mostly because of the role-playing aspect, since you get to become a vampire. I want to speak to Vicente when we get the chance. Oi, Vicente.
A pleasure to speak with you.
Tell me more about being a vampire. What kind of shit do I need to know?
My dear friend, the dark gift is yours. You are now a vampire.
Woo!
A creature of the night. We are now kin.
Based.
As a vampire, you must feed regularly. The longer you go without blood, the stronger you will become. But there are dramatic adverse effects as well.
Like your teeth clipping through your
Although you're
cheekbones.
feeding, and you will no longer be able to blend into normal society. You will be shunned as a monster. And let's not forget sunlight.
Oops.
In short, you will become like me. Yes, it's true. I'm quite the social pariah.
And not just because of my
After a few
haircut.
100 years, the change happened on its own. But you need not worry about that now. Maybe in a few centuries, Just remember, blood is your salvation.
The change. Hey, do vampires experience menopause? These are the philosophical questions we should be asking. Yeah, now that I have this vampirism that I requested that you bestow upon to me, how do I get rid of it?
A cure? Yes. Yes, I believe it's possible. A mage named Raminus Polus has done some research. He's in the Imperial City, at the Arcane University.
We can't get into the Arcane University yet. Oh well.
Spill some blood for me, dear sister.
Or can we? I forget. Are we an associate or an apprentice? Associate. Okay, so we're not there yet. Anyway, we need to collect our pay from Ochiva if we can actually find the bitch. Boy, I would hate to have to fight that guy.
The High Elf Thalian now swims in the maelstrom of...
Wonderful! A weapon that I am never going to use.
To this, and there were no
Okay, maybe I'll use it
witnesses to your
once.
handiwork. Because of the discretion you exercised, Captain Philida will not suspect the Dark Brotherhood was involved and will not meddle in our affairs. Here is your reward and bonus. Both have been well earned. Go now and rest, and may the Night Mother guard your dreams.
Rest is for the weak. I want cash.
I have another contract when you're ready. One that will rely on your ability to remain fully undetected.
Now this is peak Dark Brotherhood content. Listen to this.
Far to the west, there lives a fierce warlord and his company.
Oh wait,
of
I'm
loyal
thinking of
mercenaries.
a later
Your
quest.
target
This
is
one's
the warlord.
okay. It's
Do
okay.
you accept this contract?
Yes, I accept.
Excellent. Now listen closely. Nestled in the mountains to the west lies Fort Such. It is the home of the warlord Roderick and his mercenaries. Roderick has recently taken ill. He now lies in eternal slumber, kept alive only by the daily administration of a powerful medicine. You must infiltrate Fort Such, find Roderick's medicine, and replace it with a poisoned bottle I will provide.
That's very
But you
elaborate.
must remain undetected.
Someone must have really hated this guy.
Whoever arranged this contract wants it to look like Roderick died from his illness. So
Yeah, I
precision
sometimes get
is
the order
essential.
of these quests
Attack
mixed up, but I
no one,
remember the
be
vast
seen
majority of them.
by no one. If you are detected, the poisoning will fail, and Roderick must be killed in some other manner. That will, of course, forfeit your bonus.
Yes, whatever, Ochiva. Isn't that nice how the mod makes it look like a little syringe? That's nice. I like that. Anyway, let's go sell this bow that I am never going to use.
away from me. You again.
Shh.
Bye, cities. I don't have all day.
You should always take advantage of this guy because, yeah.
Ha! You've got to.
Novice of mercantile.
That's a good. You've got your.
It's not much, but it's something. Sell some of
You've got a
Phalian's
great
stuff.
Deal there. A good price for an excellent part.
Oh, we want to keep those, actually.
You've got yourself a deal, idiot. Now I can sell it for 5 times its worth.
I guess that's it for now. Oh, what day is it? What day of the week is it? Ah, well. I guess I'll do that some other time.
Bye, cities. I don't have all day. Hurry it up.
Some of these spells are pretty good, but they require you to be very good at the School of Magic you're targeting. I do like Black Winter as a spell. I guess I could. And that's it. No more. No more.
Foul-smelling ape.
Right, so now we have to go to Fort such and such and kill some guy. Good boy. Good baby girl. And we are going to need stealth and discretion, so we gotta put on our armor. So, Fort Such for the quest Bad Medicine. It's going to be all the way up here. It's quite far away. So we're going to go to that inn that we went to in a previous stream for the Anvil Mages Guild recommendation quest. And it's going to give us a bit of a head start. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. As you can see, things are running a lot better here in Anvil than they used to. Marginal increases so far, but I promise I will look into better options if I'm going to continue streaming this. Now, if you don't want to do certain quests right away, you'll need to avoid certain locations, although that does require you to know the area pretty well. Still, we got a goal in mind, so we're just gonna practice our acrobatics. Hoppity hop hop hop. Hoppity hop. Of course, baby girl cannot follow us quite as well because he's got short little stubby Bosmer legs. Fort Such. This is it. Now, you could go to an alternate entrance point and, you know, crawl through the sewers all the way up there, but I don't feel like doing that. It's tedious. So we are just going to find... Let's see, other way. Fort Sus. Fort Saus. We're just gonna go right in through the front door. Because fuck it. Baby girl, why? Why would you do this to me? No, you know what? That was my fault. That was my fault. That was my fault. Okay, I think I left just in time.
Yes.
You know what? I think Listen, you've been bad, baby girl. You need to...
Hey, you dare attack me?
Get back here. You need to learn not to get in the way of Mama's work. When she's trying to kill people, you need to stay out of the way. But luckily, people didn't see us that time. So, right, as I was saying, immediately there's a door. And you can just go on ahead and unlock it. Sneak your way in. You'll want to... maybe not that one. You'll want to keep that Detect Life spell up, so you can keep an eye on everyone.
I just don't know. Is the medicine sustaining Roderick's life, or just postponing his death?
Easy peasy. There's Roderick up there. If we were a master at acrobatics, we might be able to jump up there, but we're not, so we're just gonna come up here. And as usual, the security is terrible. Shameful is what it is. We are... You know what? Let's have a little look-see at Mr. Roderick. After all, we want to see the man that we're killing. There we go. There he is. Roderick's skin is pale and covered in a sheen of sweat. It's obvious he's struggling for his life against whatever illness has claimed him. But he won't be suffering for much longer. Someone must have really hated Roderick if they want us to go to all this trouble to make it look like an accident. This is a medicine. We don't want him to get that. We're going to switch it out with the poison. Bottle of poison has been placed in the cabinet. Real medicine removed. Next time Roderick is given treatment, he will die. I must now return to the sanctuary and speak to Ochiva. So we just barely got the bonus for that quest. Just barely. Oh, that's embarrassing. We're discovering all sorts of cool new little things in this playthrough. Oh shit. Wow, that was close. Aren't you glad I leveled up my sneak to 80-something? That's a jump scare if I've ever seen one. But yeah, we're just gonna do this. Go through here again. Nice and quick. Quick and painless. And just like that, we're out of there. Easy payout. Easy.
How do you do?
Do 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 do. I think we can... Is it still a quest item? Nope. You can just drop it. Give me my money, bitch.
Ah, so you infiltrated Fort Such, remained undetected, and replaced the
We really
medicine
wanted
with
that
the
bonus.
poison
I'll show you why.
provided. You are truly a master of shadow.
Yeah,
It
definitely.
pleases me greatly to offer you this reward and a well-earned bonus. Go now, rest. I'll have another contract ready whenever you are.
Now, this right here is a beautiful item for if you want to play as a vampire. The Deceiver's Finery. This is how it looks on the female model. Pretty nice, right? Actually kind of complements the skin tone now that I think of it. Gives you a bonus to personality and speechcraft. And look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. And then we can give ourselves the Boots of Bloody Bounding. Unfortunately, we can't see them. But that's alright. Okay. Let's save the game here, because I do not want to have to do that over again. Alright.
So, are you ready to mingle with the doomed house guests?
Here we go.
The contract is waiting.
Here's the good shit. This is peak, prime, just certified fresh Dark Brotherhood content. Easily one of the best quests that they ever designed. Here's the rub.
Do you like parties? Because you've been invited to one. Of course, you'll be killing all the other guests. Are you ready to attend?
I'm sure Agatha Christie would have loved this quest. But yes, I'm ready.
Splendid. You need to go to the city of Skingrad, to the large house known as Summit Mist Manor.
Ah.
There, you will meet up with 5 very unlucky guests. In order to receive your bonus, you must kill each guest secretly, one by one. If anyone sees you committing murder, the bonus is forfeit. The guests believe
Doesn't the
there is a
Witcher
chest of
game
gold hidden in
franchise
the house,
also have
and
a
agreed to be
side
locked
quest that's kind of
inside
like
until
this?
one of
Or at
them
least it
finds
involves wine or a party and
In
murder or
fact,
something?
The guests believe the key to the manor is inside the chest, and only by satisfying their greed will they be allowed to leave.
Ugh.
Poor fools. There is, of course, no chest of gold. The guests will find no key. After you arrive, the doors
Who
will be
hated
locked
these
behind
people
you
so
as
much
everyone
that they
expects.
wanted everyone to die
When all the
in
guests
this
lie
manner?
dead,
That's what
you
I
will
want to
be
know.
free to leave. Now go. See the doorman at Summit Mist Manor. He will explain the rest. Have fun. Go now, dear family member, and may the Night Mother wrap you in...
You know what? Since this is like the best quest in the entire quest line, I might as well glean some advice from the other people in the sanctuary, just to give you a taste of what it's like.
Hello, sweet sister.
Shh. Tell me about the contract.
Take your time with this one. Observe the other guests. Learn their schedules and behaviors. And strike each one when they're alone. Use your silver tongue. Try to befriend the guests, and then you may be able to lure them to their own dooms.
Yeah, the thing about learning people's schedules is so in character for her because of how difficult she is to get a hold of.
May your arrows always strike.
Hey,
The other guests...
shh. Tell me about the contract.
Each guest, at some point in the past,
Okay.
wronged their mysterious host.
All right.
Now, he's hired us to exact his revenge.
Okay. Yeah, that's one thing I always forget about asking people about the contract, is that they give you background information.
Dear family member, and may the Night
Background
Mother
information.
wrap you
We
in
love
her
that.
cold, loving embrace.
I like to figure out the why of things.
I hope I can help.
You tell me about it.
The key to successfully completing this contract is effectively blending in with the other guests. So for Sithis' sake, do not wear your hood.
Wow, that was so on point. I'm actually kind of terrified. How did he know? How did he know?
Spill some blood for me, dear Sithis.
Holy shit, how did he know?
It's good to see you again.
Tell me about the contract.
Remember the pretenses under which the guests are there. They will be suspicious.
Mm.
You must be as effective an actor as you are a killer.
I see.
It would be a good idea to talk to each guest and appeal to their good disposition. Remember, if they really like you, they may open up to you. You should dress appropriately. The Deceiver's finery,
Hey!
quest reward, would serve this purpose nicely.
They must have designed it for this quest.
That is.
They must have.
May you walk.
All right, let's ask some of the others. Let's see what this guy says.
You and I, we gotta stick together, huh? The others, they don't understand. Orcs may not be quiet, but can anyone kill as well as us? Never.
Damn right, brother. Now, tell me about the contract.
If you really plan on killing the guests one by one, make sure that when you strike hard. Don't want anyone running for help, do you?
That is shockingly astute. I was assuming he was going to say something about, oh no, I would hate this quest line. Why not just kill everybody? But he actually gave us some good advice. That's... wow. I'm seeing a lot of content in here that I didn't think was there.
Happy hunting, my sister.
All right. You tell me about the contract.
You again.
Shush. Oh, that's right. He hates us, so he's not going to tell us anything.
Smelling ape.
Okay, let's see. I believe we've spoken to everyone except Blondie. Let's go find Blondie. There she is.
So good to see you. Is there anything you... Hello, dearest sister. Is there something I can help you with?
Hey, sweetheart. Tell me about the contract.
Remember, you must make the other guests feel comfortable. Make them like you. Make them trust you. Then bathe in their blood.
It's always the pretty ones you gotta watch out for.
Good luck, sister. I hope you don't get killed.
So, I hope that was fairly interesting for you. So, we are going to be heading off to Skingrad. We've been there once before, but we're going to head on over there again. Got our Cruelty's Heart, Black Band, etc., etc., Deceiver's Finery, Blade of Woe, and the various weapons in our arsenal. Maybe I want to recharge a couple of my weapons. Just a little. And Sufferthorn, probably. There we go. We're not going to feed before we leave, because we still need to... We might need some of those vampire powers. We're going to head all the way to Skingrad. Oh, that's right! There was something I wanted to look at before we do that. I kept forgetting about it. Let's check to see how our wine is doing. The vintage is 17 days old. That's good. Let's open the cask. Homebrewed wine! Makes you inebriated. Drains your intelligence, but it fortifies. Fatigue. Nice. Nice. And we're just gonna take these as well. What's a party without the proper... What's a party without wine, you know?
Hello.
A very dull party. That's what. Do 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 do.
How goes it?
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Save here. Why, hello there.
So the last guest finally arrives. I'll tell you what I told all the others. You go in, I lock the door. You don't come out until it's over. Now I'll tell you what I didn't tell everyone else. We have the same mother, you and I. And she wants you to have this. It's the key to the house. I guess someone else has already told you the other details. Kill all the guests, then leave, right? Well, you better get in there. Time to mingle. Go, socialize. Talk to those fine people. And plunge your knife into their throats when they ain't looking.
All right. Let's party.
The 6th guest has finally arrived. Well, it's about time. Do you know how long we've been waiting? It seems like an age.
Mathilde Petite.
Whoever invited us here must at least know us, don't you think? In any event, we're all stuck here together, so we might as well get acquainted. The rest of us have already traded introductions. I'm Mathilde Petite. The others are Nels the Naughty, Neville, Devisi Dran, and Primo Antonius.
The usual
Now,
suspects.
who might you be?
Or victims.
Please, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, the most important thing you should know about me is that I'm an assassin and I've been hired to kill all of you.
You're a funny one. Good, I'm glad one of us has a sense of humor about all this. It'll make our time here that much more enjoyable.
Indeed. All right, I'm first going to talk to everybody, ask everyone's opinion of everyone else with the regular disposition, and then once I build disposition with everybody, I'll, we'll see how it changes when the disposition raises. All right, tell me about Devisi.
Personally, I think she's a little floozy.
Good God!
She's been eyeing young Primo Antonius, probably smells his wealth.
What's your disposition?
Tell me more.
Oh, damn. She loves me. Okay, well, I guess we can skip that with Matilda, at least. Holy shit. Yeah, but, that's what she thinks of her.
That's right, it's a Breton name. I'll have you know the Petites are one of High Rock's oldest and most respected noble families.
Remember that. Tell me about Nels.
Oh, that man disgusts me. I find his entire manner offensive. Why, just before you got here, he told me the most off-color joke about an Argonian maid.
And tell me about Neville.
Well, if I can be perfectly honest with you, I find Neville quite attractive. Red Guards are so exotic, don't you think?
Considering that they're right across the pond from you in Hammerfell, I'm not sure I would... You know what, never mind. Primo. Tell me about Primo.
It's obvious that young Primo comes from wealth. A chest full of gold would be mere spending change for him.
All right, see you later, you old bint.
All right, then. I guess I'd better start looking.
So here we all are.
That gold's not gonna...
I can't quite decide where I should look.
There's Devisi. Let's chat with her.
Hello, I'm Dovesi. I'm very pleased to meet you. Now that you're here, we can really start looking for that chest of gold. What I mean to say is, before you arrived, we all just sort of glanced around a bit.
We all just sort of glanced around a bit, like a group of boys and girls at a middle school dance. Let's check her disposition.
We'll see.
All right. Tell me about yourself.
Not much to tell about me, really. I'm from Morrowind originally, but my family moved to Valenwood a few years ago.
And tell me about this woman.
Well, I really don't know her, but she seems like a very respectable old lady.
Does she now? Tell me about Nels.
I wonder what makes him so naughty. He seems nice enough to me.
Neville?
He's a very serious man. But I guess that's normal for a retired soldier.
That's a fair assessment. And Primo?
He's very handsome. But please don't tell him I said so. All right then, I guess I better start looking. That gold's not going to find itself.
So this is a very standard skin grad building. You'll see the layout is similar to a lot of them as time goes on. We're just going to take a couple street rolls and a drink. Let's talk to Nels.
So here we all are. Well, hello there. Nels is my name. Some call me naughty, but don't you believe it.
Oh, jeez. Alright, I'm gonna check your disposition.
Tell me more.
Okay. Tell me about Devisi.
Devisi is a sweet young lass. She reminds me of someone I knew.
Oh?
But perhaps we should talk about something else.
Perhaps we should. Tell me about the Breton woman.
Kinda stuck up, that one. Right before you got here, I told her the funniest joke about an Oregonian maid. She didn't even crack a smile.
And Neville.
Once an Imperial Legion bulldog, always an Imperial Legion bulldog.
Surprise, surprise, a Nord that doesn't like Imperials.
He cares about laws and regulations, not people.
Tell me about Primo.
Seems like a nice enough kid. Little too rich for his own good, maybe, but I've met worse. All right, then. I guess I better start looking. That gold...
Ah, yes, the sixth guest. I'm Neville. It's nice to make your acquaintance.
Alright, I'm just gonna breeze through these here real quick.
Matilde seems like an upstanding citizen of the Empire.
Respects the law, recognizes the Imperial.
Recognizes the Legion as Tamriel's greatest defense
against evil.
Oh, yes,
Devisi Dran, Dark Elf from
She's a
Morrowind.
dark elf,
Doesn't seem to
from
like
Morrowind or
Neville
something.
very much.
I get...
Neville.
I'm a Red Guard.
He's a Red Guard.
Though I've
Never actually been to Hammerfell. You know,
I was
Imperial
born here in
soldier. Blah, blah, blah. 3
fam-
generations. Primo.
Primo's a blue blood.
Blue
A
blood.
noble through and through. He
He thinks he's better than most people. And in most cases, he's right. And lastly, there is good old Primo.
Can't quite decide where I should look. So, you finally showed up. It's about time. People of my station are not accustomed to waiting.
Oh, I know. Yeah, so let's dive through these. Devisi.
She's quite beautiful, isn't she? A little young, perhaps, and not exactly highborn, but she possesses a unique elegance.
Matilde.
The old woman. She's quite a pest, really. I think she's gotten it into her head that I need mothering or something.
Nels.
There's something about Nels I can't quite place. He's not for money, that's obvious, but I don't think he's quite the buffoon he seemed.
And Neville.
He reminds me of the guards under my father's employ. Strict, no nonsense.
And ready to fight at a moment's notice, yes.
It's a regal name from a rather regal family.
Antonius is a
Indeed,
regal
my father
name.
owns more property than the East Empire Company.
Alright, so that's what happens
yes.
when most of them have regular disposition. But now we're going to try... Well... that requires that. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way.
Well, my friend, the search is on, eh? I wonder how much gold is that. I
Yeah,
guess
yeah,
it
yeah.
all depends on the size of the chest. The bigger, the better, of course.
Yeah, no one cares.
Tell me more.
We could bribe them. I mean, okay, but 75 is enough, right? 75 is enough. Let's talk to him about Devisi.
Let me confide something in you, my friend. Devisi is the spitting image of my own daughter.
Dun dun
Her
dun!
skin is darker, of course, but that sweet face.
That's so weird. What a
My
coincidence.
daughter was killed, you see. A few years back by bandits.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Please forgive a father's heavy heart.
That's partially why he drinks.
You should have seen the old biddy trying to talk to young Primo Antonius. She may be a noble, but he looked down on her like a scullery maid.
I'm sure he did. Tell me about yourself.
Ah, don't let the name fool you. I had a bit too much mead a few years back, and there was this tavern wench. Anyway, just call me Nell.
And Neville, what do you think of him?
I will confide something in you, my friend. I despise Neville and all his Imperial Legion ilk.
Oh no!
They are useless, uncaring tools of corruption. 3 years ago, my village in Skyrim was
Here we
attacked
go.
by bandits. We went to the nearby Imperial Legion outpost, but they refused to help us.
As you do.
My dear, sweet daughter Olga was killed that day. She was murdered, and the Legion would do nothing to help her.
That's a shame.
Neville and his kind are scum.
Damn. And Primo.
Primo is young and rich. I can sense a good, decent person in there somewhere. He just has to get his priorities straight.
Yeah, maybe he will someday.
All right, then. I guess I better start looking. That gold's not going to find itself.
How about I chat you up, huh?
This is all so strange, isn't it? I don't know why I was invited to come here. But the gold could really help my family.
My family is so
Yes.
poor. We're so poor.
No, you've got a point. That's... Please, I'm embarrassed. That's not really... Can't do better than that.
Alright, tell me about yourself.
Not much to tell about me, really. I'm from Morrowind originally, but my family moved to Valenwood a few years ago.
And Matilde.
Honestly, I don't think she likes me. It's because I'm a Dunmer.
Oh no!
I heard her say something to Neville, and it wasn't very nice.
Tell me about Nels. What do you think of him?
Every now and then he looks over at me and smiles. I think he's sweet on me. If Nels finds the gold, maybe he'll want some company.
Wait, what do you mean by that, Dovisi? What do you mean by that? Alright, tell me about Neville.
I know he's a retired soldier. But not just a soldier. He was an officer in the Imperial Legion.
Ooh.
I hate the Legion and everything it stands for.
Oh no.
When those soldiers came to Morrowind, they persecuted my people and stole our lands.
Our lands!
Neville may not
They
be
took
a
our
Legion
gerbs!
anymore, but who knows what atrocities he committed.
And tell me about Primo.
It's pretty obvious that Primo comes from a wealthy family. He would never be interested in a girl like me, I'm afraid.
That is not true. He told me he likes you.
He did? Oh my goodness, what should I do? Should I talk to him? Or maybe play hard to get? Or should I...
Or maybe bend him over a barrel in the wine cellar. You just do what you're doing right now. You stand there and you just stare at him.
Yeah?
Blankly.
You think? Okay, I'll just try to calm down. Calm down, Dovesi. Calm down. I'll just take it slow. I can do that. Thanks again, dear friend.
Uh-huh. If they hate the Legion so much, why go to Cyrodiil? Because she's a glutton for punishment.
I have a good idea where that chest might be.
Hey!
Here we all are. It's funny how money can bring people together, don't you think?
And... you know what? There we go.
Oh, yes. Maybe we'll speak again later. Well, here we all are.
There, looks
It's
funny when you do
how
that.
money can...
Tell me about yourself.
It's a regal name from...
Okay. Neville?
He reminds me of the guards under my father's employ.
How much is... how much...
For you,
Oh.
of course.
Never mind.
What a wonderful... No, you can't scare me. I wish I... No. You're a... That's just talk. That's... Goodness. What can I say? You're revolting. Really now? You're such a charmer. You're revolting. Well, that's just talk. Good. What? You're wasting your breath. You can't... Please. Really? Get... You're good.
Okay. Tell me about Neville now.
It's a regal...
Tell me about him now.
I know he's a retired Imperial Legion officer. Apparently, he's been in campaigns all across the Empire, from Skyrim to Morrowind. I also get the sense that he's very eager to find the gold.
Oh, yeah?
Can't imagine his life of servitude to the Empire left him with much to retire on.
You mean he's a soldier and he doesn't even have a pension? Honestly, skill issue. Tell me about Nels.
Nels is a drunk. He doesn't even try to hide that fact. But what else is he? When the liquor is dried, what remains of the man? I think Nels...
That's surprisingly
needs to
deep.
forget, maybe about some tragedy in his life. He plays the buffoon, but I sense a deep sadness in him.
Yeah, see, Primo's not exactly an idiot. He can read people. Tell me about Matilde.
Apparently, the poor old woman thinks she's from a well-to-do family. Truth is, I have servants with more nobility in their blood than her.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Tell me what you think of Dovisi.
Can I be honest with you, my friend?
Sure.
I find Dovisi captivating.
Oh,
she
yes.
possesses a beauty beyond compare.
Especially that beehive haircut.
Maybe you could do me a favor. If you speak with her, put in a good word for me, would you? I would be forever in your debt.
I'll tell her that you can bench press 50 women.
Hmm? Oh, yes. Maybe we'll speak again later.
I'll tell her that you own like 5 yachts. Garlic, garlic, garlic. We'll need that later, actually, so I'm keeping my hands on that. Yep. And some of the alcohol, because I feel like it. This cellar's pretty huge, isn't it? I own 6 yachts, actually. Oh yeah, well I own 13 yachts and a timeshare.
So here we...
Hello there.
And now we just need to talk to Neville, and then we can begin our work.
Well, that chest of gold is supposed to be in here somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Though why someone would invite us all here just to give it away is quite the mystery.
A timeshare is more of a thing to be ashamed of owning. That's true. I did see that South Park episode about it. Okay, tell me about Primo.
Primo's a blue blood, a noble through.
Okay, let me tick the...
Go ahead.
All right, fine. Let me see.
That's... What nonsense. Don't... What a... That's... Is that so?
Nope.
Don't try... What? Oh,
there we go.
Very good. I'll confess that I have no idea why Primo is here.
Really?
The kid's got more wealth than the rest of us combined. He sure doesn't need a chest of gold.
Yeah, why is he here?
Maybe he's incredibly greedy, but I don't think so. My guess is that Primo is so bored he simply has nothing better to do.
You're getting a lot of good insights about the different characters by talking to these folks. Tell me about Nels. I'm sure you have nice things to say about him.
Know what I think? I think that barbarian will do anything to get his hands on the chest of gold. His kind are greedy and vicious. All of them.
Savages, barely even
I was
human.
stationed at Fort Frostmoth for a few years on the Isle of Solstein. Those Nords are a bunch of animal-worshipping savages. They're all
Right.
the same, full of meat and something to prove. We lost a lot of good men up there. A lot of good men.
Ugh, you guys are all so salty all the time. Tell me about Matilde.
If I may be honest, I feel a bit sorry for the old woman.
Damn.
She comes from a noble family, I'm sure, but seems a lot less well off than she should be.
And Dovisi.
Dovisi is a dark elf. They call themselves Dunmer.
Mm.
When I was young, I spent some time stationed on Fort Moonmoth, on their homeland of Morrowind.
Oh.
I have great respect for the Dunmer people. They are strong and noble and generally understand the importance of law and discipline.
Now we're getting complicated.
Unfortunately, Dovisi doesn't seem to like me very much, but I don't blame her. The young ones tend to have problems with authority figures.
There's so much going on. A lot of intricate social ties.
I have a good idea where that chest might be.
Anyway,
That goal is as good as mine.
we're going to make a couple of preparations. First, I'm gonna... Let's see if I can... There we go. Dovisi has daddy issues. Possibly. I think she has poor girl problems, to be honest. She wants to dig for some gold. Alright, so here's what we're going to do first. We're just gonna get our hands on all this armor. And maybe, you know what? Maybe not the sword. Maybe not the sword. I'll just leave that there. Ease burden. Steal it right in front of him. No issues, no problems. And, you know, he doesn't need that armor. He really doesn't need it, you know? So instead, we're just gonna put it in the liquor cabinet. The last place I'll ever think to look. Because Nels would probably be there. And now, because we're at a party, it's time to get blackout drunk. Oh, yeah. Ah, yeah, there we go. In your dream, in your drunken drug dream, an old wise woman treats you for burns on your hands. As she applies a salve to your skin, you feel the tingle of magic as the pain begins to subside. But as you watch, the flesh of your hands begins to bubble, crack, and split, falling in chunks to the floor of her hut. As the wise woman smiles, you wake up.
Hello there.
I can't quite decide where I should look. I don't want
Oh yeah, hangover. Let's see if we can rest off the liquor. I'm gonna try some. Brr. Oh gosh. Oh man, I can't see where I'm going. Oh jeez. Oh, careful. 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 Just wait. Ah, there we go. Maybe I won't do that again for a while. So, what did I do while I was drunk? Wow.
So here we all are. Certainly is a nice house.
I guess I'm not the only one who had a bit too much to drink. Look at that. Damn. But yeah, that was part of the mod called Inebriated. It's a lesser known mod, but it's one that I like to play around with sometimes when I play Oblivion. Now, we're going to sate our appetite a little bit. Mwah. Very nice. Very nice. And, because she's asleep, there's any... You can kill these guests in any order, really. It doesn't quite matter in terms of your bonus, but it does give you, like, slightly different outcomes, which I find very interesting. But, I'll give you one that I think is pretty cool. So, first... Oh no, what happened? Oh no! And then she goes right back to sleep. Holy shit. Oh, that's funny. Alright, come on, Grandma. Come on. Into the corner, Grandma. Go to the corner. Come on. Come on. There we go. Let's let her rest. She's had a long day. Nels! Nels! Someone has been murdered! Can you believe it?
Someone's been murdered. By Ismir's beard. I need a drink.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
Please, go on.
Let's just, expedite this process.
Excellent. I accept.
Just a little bit. What do you think happened to Matilda?
Some bloodthirsty monster killed that woman in cold blood. It's obvious to me one of the other guests killed her to eliminate the competition.
I think you're right.
Assuming that's true, who's next? You? Me?
I don't know.
We need to keep our eyes open, friend. And we do well not to trust the others.
You're right. What about Davisi?
Let me tell you something. If anyone thinks they're going to hurt that poor dark elf girl, they're going to have to get through me first.
Yeah, you tell him. What do you think Neville did it?
I really have to wonder where Neville was when someone was getting slaughtered just a few rooms away.
Yeah.
Maybe he was busy looking for the chest of gold. Or maybe he was right next to the victim with his hand on the hilt of a dagger. Think about it.
And Primo, what do you think?
Whoever the killer is will have to be strong and quick. Now, I'm not saying Primo is our murderer.
Oh?
But you have to admit it's at least possible.
I don't know, man. I mean, maybe.
You'd be smart to stay with the rest of the group.
He's just standing there. Neville, someone's been murdered.
Inside a house with 5 strangers. It sounded like a trap when I read the invitation.
But you came anyway. You came here anyway without backup. Probably without telling anyone you were here.
I'm listening. Oh, that's just the thing.
What do you think happened to Matilda?
Matilda's murder saddens me, friend.
But not for the reason you may think. Oh no.
10 years ago, when I was in my prime, this never would have happened.
These people are so fucking interesting!
My instincts have failed. I let that woman down.
You sure did, Neville. You sure did. What do you think about Divisi?
Right now, my main concern is figuring out who the killer is. She may be young, but Divisi is a suspect just like everyone else.
You're right.
I've seen enough in my time to know that anyone is capable of murder if they have the right motivation.
Yeah, but what could be a motive to kill an entire house full of people? Couldn't possibly be a job. Do you think Primo did it?
To be honest, my instincts tell me the kid isn't the killer. Sure, he's a bit obnoxious, but that doesn't make him capable of murder.
Or maybe that's what he wants you to think. But what about Nels?
Nords are raised to be cold-blooded killers. Don't take
Said
your
the
eyes
Red
off
Guard
Nels
to
if you
the
value
orc.
your life. I'll bet anything he's our murderer. You'd be smart to stay with the rest of the group. It's just not safe to go wandering off alone with a killer on the loose.
Now, normally at some point he wants to be prepared and tries to get his gear. But unfortunately, he seems to have misplaced it. Ain't that a shame?
I know someone's been murdered and we're all on edge. Just try to remain calm.
Primo!
Did you hear? Someone has been murdered. One of us. One of the guests.
I know! It was Matilde. What do you think of that?
I'm listening. Well, isn't that sweet of you? Between you and me, I think Matilda found the gold, and one of the others killed her for it.
Huh.
Maybe that means the rest of us are safe.
Maybe.
If that's the case, then the killer got what he was after. The rest of us needn't worry about our own safety.
But that doesn't make any sense, Primo, if the person is killing their rivals who are going after the unless you're implying that they found the chest. In which case, they would just get the key and leave. Then why is the door still locked? Listen, Primo's not the smartest. He's emotionally intelligent. He's not exactly a very good rational thinker. But tell me about Neville.
Neville seems different now that someone has been killed. More alert, more aware. Something tells me he's not going to take all of this lying down. He's a trained soldier after all. I bet if anyone can figure out what's going on here, it will be him.
I think you're right. What do you think about Nels?
Before the body turned up, I got the sense that Nels was a bit of a drunkard. But he seems truly unnerved now and is drinking rather excessively.
He's practically radiating alcohol. But what do you think about Divisi?
I can tell the murder is weighing heavily on her heart. She seems such a paradox to me, so gentle and beautiful, yet so strong.
Do you like strong women, Primo?
Wonderful. People are dropping dead and I'm trapped here looking for gold I don't even need. I'll be happy just to find the key and get out of here.
Bro. Divisi, someone's been murdered.
Why? Why would someone do this?
Why
The
indeed?
taking of a life is against every principle I hold dear.
Yes.
It's something I just can't understand.
I know. Sweetie, I really think you should get some rest. This has all been stressful on you. It's okay. We'll watch after you. You just go ahead and relax.
Yes. Yes, this whole thing has taken quite a bit out of me. I think I'll go to my room for a bit and get some sleep. Thanks for the talk.
Nah, but for real though.
Why?
Ah, damn it. I can't. I guess you can't talk to her about it yet. Alright, so. That's one person down. And you know what?
I know someone's been murdered and we're all on edge. Just try to remain calm. I'll get to the bottom of this.
Hey. So I'm just gonna... Just one bottle of brandy. That'll do it. Hey, guy. Oh no! Someone else has been murdered. Who could it have been? Oh no.
I haven't seen death like this in a long, long time.
Damn.
It's a bit more than my nerves can handle, I'm afraid.
How about you drink some more? I'm sure that'll help.
Gather up every drop of drink in this house.
Oh my
and
god,
keep
that
it
was a
to
joke.
myself. If things get any worse around here, I find comfort there, you see.
Yeah, I'm sure drinking yourself to death is much preferable to murder.
Please, go on.
So, what do you think happened to Neville?
You want to know how I really feel about Neville's death?
Hmm?
I'm afraid. I may hate the Imperial Legion, but its members are trained warriors.
That's true.
Neville was probably the most capable fighter among us, yet he was cut down silently.
Bashed
just a few
down,
rooms
really.
away.
But...
I fear one of us is not who they appear. This isn't the work of some greedy houseguest. There's an assassin among us. You mark my words.
The Nord is the first person to bring it up. And, let's see.
Some bloodthirsty monster killed that woman, and assuming that's true, who...
Yeah, that's okay. What do you think about Primo? Do you think he did it?
Let me ask you something, friend. Why is Primo even here?
Why is he
here? The rest
here?
of us need the money, but his family is wealthy beyond measure. Maybe he was bored, or maybe he just wanted to do some slumming. Or maybe he's a trained assassin hired to kill us all, one by one.
Do you really think someone would do that?
Sound crazy?
Dressed up in their finest
Well,
clothes
these
and
are
then kill
crazy
people?
Times, my friend.
And Davisi.
So far, the killer has claimed 2 victims. If they plan on adding Davisi to that list, they can think again. I won't let any harm come to that girl.
I know you won't, Nels. And I'll keep that in mind.
Don't go far. It's too dangerous to go wandering around.
Hey, Primo!
Been murdered. One of us is a killer, but who? Dear friend, have you heard? 2 of the guests now lie dead.
What, really?
If I find out who did it, I may have to take matters into my own hands.
Oh man, maybe you do. What do you think happened to Neville?
My friend, I'm truly worried. Neville was a strong and capable man, a soldier of 20 years.
With more than, oh wait, 1
easy prey
HP.
for the killer now.
What do you think about Nels? What happened?
To be honest, I'm not sure if I trust him. He's a hard drinker, but there's something more. Something in his eyes. Hard and calculating.
I think you're right. And Davisi?
I don't mean to sound like a ghoul, but with 2 people murdered and Dovesi obviously upset, this may be my chance to get close to her.
Bro!
Offer her comfort and support during this difficult time. Besides, I
Bro.
want to watch over her. Make sure she stays safe.
Sir, you are thinking with your blade of woe.
Don't go far. It's too dangerous to go wandering.
He really went out and said it. Listen, I really should have tagged this post as trauma bonding, just like on AO3. Listen, I could think of worse fates than to be... than to have a guy like Primo just be all like, hey, I want to keep you safe from the murderer. Not that I would need his protection, considering the fact that the man has 1 HP. But, you know. She's still here. That's amazing. How about we take a nap? We'll just take a really quick nap. Let's wake Davisi up again. I want to chat with her.
I don't care about the gold anymore. I just want to get out of here. I'm going to try all the windows and doors and see if I can't get one open.
Davisi, it's not going to work. The windows are just for decoration. They have no function. They're just a collection of pixels that have collision. What do you think will happen to Neville?
All right, so I didn't like Neville. But the man was a trained soldier. He knew how to handle himself. Who could possibly have killed him?
I don't know, Davisi. I don't know. What about Nels?
Can I be honest with you? Nels won't stop looking at me. At first I was flattered, but now he's scaring me. He could be the killer.
Maybe.
I could be next.
Oh, that's really scary to think about. What about Primo?
I know Primo could be the killer, but I just don't want to believe it's possible. If he likes me, he could take me away with him.
Davisi knows what's up. She knows what her priorities should be.
Stay safe. If that's
She knows what she's doing. I want to wait until Primo takes a nap, because I want to feed off of him too. Did I say that part out loud? Anyway.
Two of us have been murdered.
Potentially, you could stay in here for days. Days upon days upon days. Upon days. Oh, look. Neville and Primo are just sitting there drinking together. Hey, guys. Guys, why did you exclude Neville? He should join us. Come on. Don't be so stingy. Almost there. Come on. I know Neville wants to have a drink with us too, don't you, Neville? It's alright. He's just had a bit too much to drink. And we're just gonna go ahead and drink a little more. Boof! Just a little bit. And then we're gonna wait a bit longer. Am I gonna get the chance to feed off of Primo? I don't think I will. And this quest is starting to drag on a bit. I may want to hurry it up. I'll wait a couple more hours, and if it still hasn't come up here, I'll just go ahead and continue.
2 of us have been murdered. 1 of us is a killer, but who?
I don't know. I don't know, Primo. I don't know. 5 dialogue options every time you kill, for every time you kill an NPC is a lot. It is a lot. It's one of the densest quests in the game. A warm, gentle breeze causes a tickle on your face as you brush it on. Yeah, I've already read that one. But, I need a snack. You gotta understand. I'd feed off of Primo, too, but the man apparently seems too wired to sleep, so... You will.
2 of us have been murdered. One of us is a killer, but...
Oh, hush, Primo. Go away. Go away, you. Go away. Go away.
It's not safe to be alone. I certainly don't...
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
It's not safe to be alone. I certainly don't want to be the 3rd victim.
Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. He hands you mead. Damn right.
It's not safe to be alone.
Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Alright, so these guys are wandering around a bit. Let's get on with it, shall we? Drunken tavern brawl style. Pop. Let's try that one more time. Ooh! Take his mug. He doesn't need it anymore. Come on. Come have a drink with your friend. There we go. In life, they were bitter enemies, but now they're best friends forever. Oh my gosh, Davisi, it's horrible.
Only 3 of us left. I'm certainly no murderer, and I know it's not you.
Yeah.
That leaves one person. We must protect ourselves. Find weapons.
What do you think is the deal with Nels?
To be honest, I started getting a bad feeling about Nels.
You did?
But now he's dead. I should have gotten to know him better.
You're right.
Now it's too late.
Ugh.
This is insane. We're being hunted down one by one. There must be a way out of this madhouse.
Dear friend, 3 of the guests have been killed.
3!
You and I, we must stay close. Band together for mutual protection.
Yeah, you should stay really close. As a matter of fact, you should stay so close to me that your neck is right next to my face. No? All right.
I was thinking, maybe Nels found the chest of gold and one of the others killed him for it. We've got to be careful, my friend, or we could be next.
You're right. Thing about young dark elves being promiscuous might have been true. I mean, a lot of stereotypes have a tiny little kernel of truth to them. They just get blown out of proportion to the point where it becomes false. There have been a couple of notable Dunmer in history who got around. I'm not saying they're necessarily promiscuous, but they certainly did get around. And I think they live for several hundred years, don't they? So, Anyway, Primo, we have to protect Davisi. Or wait, is she the killer?
How could I have been so naive? So stupid! We must stick together, my friend, for Davisi is surely the murderer. We must strike before she does.
Are you sure? I don't want to kill an innocent woman.
Only 3 of us left. I'm certainly...
Do you think Primo did it, Davisi?
Oh, Azura, no, it's Primo. He's the only one left. He killed them all. We have to protect ourselves. We have to kill him first.
If we must. Oh no, let's see how this fight plays out. Wow, that's humiliating, Primo. Wow. Yeah, okay.
Oh, can it really be true? Can the killer really be dead?
I don't know,
It's
Davisi.
been such a nightmare.
I know.
I just want to find a way out of this house and go home.
I know. And with that, we finish off with the star-crossed lovers. Tragically ended. It's okay, Davisi. It's okay. You can be together in the next life. There we go. Beautiful. Right. So, everyone in this house is dead. They did not know I was the killer, so we will get a bonus. Isn't that nice? And that is one of the most interesting quests in the entire Elder Scrolls series. I know it kind of dragged on a bit at some points, but I wanted to give the scenes room to breathe, you know? And the doorman is gone, of course. But yeah, that was whodunit. Whodunit. It was me. I done it. Anyway, it's time for us to go back home to our family in Shaden Hall.
Hello.
Any news?
It's so tragic about what happened to those folks at that party. Who could do such a thing? That was fun? Good! I'm glad it was fun. It's a very fun quest. One of my favorites. And there's so much variation. You can go and play this game yourself and then, like, get a different outcome. All you have to do is, you know, choose a different order or different method or whatever.
Well done. Not only did you kill the 5 guests, you acted as an agent
This
of
is important.
terror and grief.
Look at that.
You have earned your reward and bonus.
Best
assassin.
bonus.
I lay upon you now the Night Mother's blessing. May she walk with you always and guide your hand as you act in accordance.
You will
with
always
the
have
5
this, by the way.
ends.
Take a look at that. Let's see here. Yep. Marksman. Security. Basically, most if not all of the stealth skills. Bonus!
Greetings once more, assassin. When you're ready, I have a most important contract. One that has been sanctioned by the Black Hand itself.
Lay it on me, Oshiva. Lay it on me.
Do you recall the name Adamus Philida? The Imperial Legion best?
The scales reward is nice too. Yeah, it depends on what you like prioritizing and min-maxing with stats. But I do admit it has its appeal. Yeah. All right, let's accept this contract.
Adamus Philida has spent his entire career investigating the Dark Brotherhood, interrupting our contracts, killing our family members.
He's been annoying me for 20 years.
Philida, of course, but failed on 3 separate occasions.
Because we
He was a
suck
powerful
ass.
man and was surrounded by powerful associates. Now the Legion Pig's years of service have come to an end. He has retired. Philida must not be allowed such a victory.
Not even 2 days to retirement. He is retired.
Darker. Philida now resides in Leowin, in the City Watch Barracks.
Right.
An honored guest of the soldiers there.
Okay.
He is in fact more vulnerable than ever.
Well, yeah, because Leowin sucks. ...
Listen well, my child. The Black Hand has sanctioned the Rose of Sithis. It is an enchanted arrow that will kill Philida instantly.
Instantly, you say?
As long as the arrow hits Philida, he will die. But it cannot pierce armor. Shoot while Philida is armored, and the rose will be wasted.
That's what she said.
Travel to Leowin, track Philida, learn his schedule, observe when he removes that blasted Legion armor, and then let fly the Rose of Sithis. Kill Philida in any way, rose or not, and the contract is complete.
Right.
But to receive a bonus, you must go beyond murder. You must send a message. Once Philida is dead, sever his finger, the one that bears an Imperial Legion signet ring.
Okay.
Deposit this finger in the desk of Philida's successor, in his office in the prison barracks, in the Imperial City. Do this, and the bonus is yours.
Okay. How about you tell me about the contract really quick?
Adamus Philida will find no rest in retirement.
Okay, fine.
Go now, dear family member, and may the Night Mother wrap you in her cold love.
Alright, let me double check this. Attack when the moment is right. Contract will be complete. Whether I use the roses or not. I'm gonna save here really quick.
So good to see you. Is there anything you need?
Let's see what our rank is. Yep, still Eliminator. Okay. I'm going to do something that I don't normally do when I play through this quest line. I'm gonna see what happens when I use a different method than the Rose of Sithis. Because we aren't doing a ranged build for this playthrough, so we might as well explore other options. And we go all the way down here. Go on south to Leowin. It's nighttime in Leowin. Actually, given the late hour, I want to see if I can find someone here in Leowin. It shouldn't take but a few minutes. A minute or two, hopefully. Hop. 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 There she is. Howdy.
I'm Kalia Draconis, captain of the Leowin Guard. I hope we will not meet in my official capacity.
Ha 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 ha. Can you tell me about Leowin, madam?
I came to Leowin after a tour in the Legions. Poor mother. She hoped I'd choose the chapel or civil service, or perhaps even marry well.
What do you think about Lex?
Yeah, I've heard of him. Isn't he a soldier or guardsman in the Imperial City?
Grey Fox?
He's that thief that the Imperial Watch are all...
Alright, fine. Rumors?
I can't believe it. The Grey Prince has been beaten. There's a new arena grand champion now. Someone called Skull Crusher.
Really? I haven't heard of that. But thank you.
Move along, citizen. I won't abide loitering.
I just wanted to meet the local rising star among the Leowin Guard. You know? Oblivion doesn't have jump anymore, just acrobatics. I'm not sure what the difference is. I know in previous games like Daggerfall you had different skills like climbing and such. I want to find Mr. Philida if I can. We're just gonna... Oh, that's right. I forgot. Oh, right. The Morrowind jump spell. Of course. Of course. Is it bad when I look at Leo when I think of Florida? That's not unusual at all. This is very similar to Florida. Although I would liken it more to Louisiana because it has a lot more swampy areas that are reminiscent of the bayou. But yes, the state of Florida is essentially a paved-over swamp. If you've ever been to the Everglades, they probably look a lot like this, just with less evergreen trees and whatnot. I guess I'll just have to wait for Phillida to come on out in order to do what I want to do.
Welcome, stranger, to the Five Claws. Food and beds.
How do you pronounce that name?
Most of all, your hostess promises.
Witsedutsi? Witsedutsi?
Witsedutsi. Guarantee.
Nailed it.
Everything clean, always, or you do not pay.
Whatever, just give me a room.
There's a bed for you.
Yeah, thanks.
What can I interest you in? I appreciate your business. Be seeing you.
La 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 la. Drink our leftover drinks from the party. Because we can. Drink some more wine. And sleep it off. You dream of a sumptuous banquet spread out before you. You feast on a particularly choice cut of roasted meat, and its aroma makes your mouth water. It is only as you cut into the last portion that you see the larvae squirming inside. You cough blood as the larvae begin eating their way out of your stomach. This is probably, these dream sequences are probably one of the, like, last lingering bits of, I guess, flavor text or lore in the Elder Scrolls series that is really, really edgy. Like, they stopped being quite as edgy after that.
Hi.
But yeah, as you can see, sun hurts like a bitch. How much sun damage do we get? Just one? Okay. That's manageable. Let's see where Phillida is. Okay, he's outside. Yeah, and you can't fast travel while taking health damage, obviously, because you would just die. Which is interesting, because in Daggerfall, if you were poisoned, you're pretty much fucked if you couldn't get that sorted out. You would have to, like, gamble every time you fast traveled. Here we go. Gonna wait for this guy to go inside. And I'm gonna test something out once I'm inside. Just gotta unlock this door here. Hi.
Do we know each other? There's something familiar about you, but I just can't place it.
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Yes, well, I'm a very busy man, enjoying my retirement, don't you know?
Of course.
So why don't you just go away?
You're right.
Is there a problem?
What do you think about this guy?
The old man. He's easy to protect. Every day's the same. He visits the Coast Guard station, goes for a swim, never puts himself in harm's way.
You're such a fucking idiot.
Orc named Mazoga says she's a knight. I doubt it. The Count wants it looked into. Why don't you talk to him? The Count appears for audiences in the county hall near the throne.
I don't want to do that crap.
Take care.
Alright, but let's, quick save. Oops. I wonder if my illusion spell is high enough that I can do the... Yep, I can. Well, I mean, listen, like, You're a bodyguard, right? There's a reason why bodyguards don't talk to people, why they don't mingle. Any information you give up about your job is potentially putting your client at risk. It's just it's a common sense policy that he's clearly not following. La 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 la. Alright, so the thing about the chameleon spell, it's not foolproof. People can see you, even though you're basically invisible. I don't really get it. Let's see, chameleon 30% versus 15%. I wonder if we can stack them. Yeah, it takes off his armor every day at 3 p.m. at the pond in Leowen. Why do you ask? He's a very interesting character. We'll see. We'll see how he reacts later on. Let's see if that stacked chameleon works at all. It does! Oh. I stand corrected. Alright, fine. I'll go find someone to feed off of and then head on over here. Damn, that sun damage really takes a number on you. Did I steal from Vicente's chest in the sanctuary yet? I don't think I did. But he has some potions of blood in there. Probably should have grabbed those before I went out. Oh well. Damn, it's so bright. It's so bright out here. I don't know how you stand it. There we go. Oh, duh. I'm an idiot. Let me try it with the shrouded armor. I completely forgot that I had it. It slipped my mind. Let's just put these on. Sneak. 109 sneak. If this doesn't work, I'll eat my hat. I'll go find a hat and I will eat it. 109 sneak. And like 28% chameleon.
Go take your break.
You gotta be shitting me. Ugh. Let's try a couple of different methods here. Ugh.
Go take your break.
And get that potion.
My feet are killing me.
Hop. Well, I'll give him one thing. He's observant when there's actually something to look at. Right, so...
Is everything all right?
Let's just go and find someone who is asleep or something. And tone down this vampirism. Or I could wait until it's nighttime and I can get even more stealth bonus. Nah, it's clear stealth isn't going to be particularly helpful here. Sigh.
Hello, journeyman.
Yes?
Let's just wait a little while, shall we? He sleeps in the guard barracks anyway. He sure does. He sure does. Let it burn. I don't care. Round and round. Let the city turn. Party in the hills. We can party in the burbs. Roofs on fire. Let it burn. Champagne in my hand. I'm not concerned. Do. There we go. There we go. Hey! How you doing? You're retired and you decide to sleep with the guards. You heard what the other guest said about Neville. Imperial Legion doesn't pay for shit. I imagine the guardsman job doesn't pay much either. I'm gonna test that method out. I want to see if it works. Ah, wait. There's a second part to it.
Sometimes I wonder if he ever gets out. Take care.
There's something else. You have to make sure that there's no other food item that he has access to. And that's very important. And you need his finger too. Don't worry, we'll get to his corpse eventually. I mean, once he's kind of already dead, they don't usually care what you do. As long as they don't see you kill him.
Sorry, friend. It looks like you've wandered into a restricted area.
You mean restricted area? I may need to step over to the Braville at some point and get a better chameleon spell. If that's even possible. Oh, hey! Hey! Welcome back. I guess we'll see.
Stop!
I didn't do anything! Alright. Oh, hold on. We got ourselves a crash. Damn it! That's another thing you gotta be careful with mods. If you're not careful, you might find yourself in a crashing game. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Is the save corrupted? Is that what we're dealing with? Oh, lovely. Oh, joy. We love that. Hold on, let me...
Is there anything you need?
Okay. That was... Oh, look. Look at that face. Well, at least we started over the quest. That's the important thing. We didn't fail the quest yet. I'm just going to save over this because this save file is corrupted. That's the rules of the game, folks. Just the rules of the game. Gotta feed on this person.
You are like a dog.
That's better, isn't it? Is it just me, or did Vanessa get uglier since the last time I loaded a save? Let's head over to Braville because they specialize in illusion spells, and maybe we can find a better spell suited for our needs. Looks about the same level of ugly. Why, thank you. I work very hard on that. Chameleon is the mage's paper bag. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that.
Greetings, Gil.
See, the thing about Chameleon is that it allows you to perform actions without breaking the spell. Invisible is better with stealth, but you can't open doors and shit without it, you know, breaking the spell.
Well met. You too. I hope I can help.
Do any of you bitches sell spells? Damn it. Oh, it's 9 p.m. Of course they don't sell them. Okay. We're just going to wait for a little while. Make sure that we're feeding ourselves as a vampire.
Greetings, guildmate.
Hi. Thanks for the delicious blood. And let's see how that... The aging as a vampire progresses the hungrier you get. Lizard blood is probably sour. You think so? You think it's got like a vinegary sort of taste? Like a... What's a nice vinegary thing? Ah, well. I'm drawing a blank. Anyway. It probably tastes like similar to like one of those vinegary like Mediterranean dishes, you know? Or maybe maybe tequila or something. Something that has a little bit of bite to it. And of course, hey, there you are. Good boy. I'm glad you're back.
Greetings, guildmate.
How? Yes?
Ugh. Spells, damn it!
I can...
Give me some goddamn spells.
Hello. Well... Fair...
I hope I... Can I
Finally.
interest you in some of my wares?
Frenzy. Beguiling Touch, Alluring Gaze. Heroism. Touch o' Fear. Mesmerizing Grasp. I'm just gonna buy a bunch of these. I don't care. I don't care. Calming Touch. The enemies explode spell. You don't have any... Alright. Argonian probably has them.
I don't suppose...
Ugh.
For you, of course.
Well met.
Where is...
Bye.
Spell? I just need one spell, man.
I don't suppose you...
Ugh.
What have you been up?
I hope I can help. What can I interest you in?
Finally. Okay. Gotta bump that up. Alright. Voice of Rapture. Interesting. Hush.
You've got to be kidding.
Oh, shut up. Chameleon. And Shadow Shape. Ghost Walk. We can come back for those another time.
I understand Daedra worship is becoming increasingly prevalent in
Come on, baby girl. Hey.
Yes! Oh, great and mighty Grand Champion?
I need you to stay here, okay?
Here? Right here?
Yes. Shh. Whee! Now, where was he before? He was at the pond, and I think it was this way? Yep, there it is. Whee! Okay. So, let's take a look at some of the spells we've purchased. Of course. Well, I have a scroll. 2 scroll. Oh. Well, now I just feel stupid. I feel absolutely idiotic. All right. Let's use this spell.
Help! Help! It's all...
Okay, that's funny. That's funny.
Hey, come. It's all...
Okay. So that's interesting. What to do, what to do. I guess... Might be better just to do this. La 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 la. Completely forgot scrolls existed, and that's embarrassing. Maybe I should use the rose. If I'm not able to get it totally right in a little bit, I'll just... You know what? Let's go purchase a bow. I'll purchase a bow right now. And then we can wait a day. And if he's still not dead, I can just go ahead and do things the way I've always done them. I just wanted to see if there was any other options that I could explore.
Gundala's guarantees everything almost free. At
Almost.
Goods and Guarantees, retail service at warehouse prices.
Uh-huh.
Can I interest you in some of my wares?
He does not sell bows. Typical.
Be seeing you.
You know what? I'll just steal one from the Fighters Guild. Who cares? Honestly, who cares at this point? Whee! I don't even know if the rose even works outside of this quest. I mean, it's not like I would have much use for it outside of this context anyway. Typical Bosmer's doesn't sell wood. Oh, that's right. I forgot. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Anvil is all in an uproar. First the chapel attacked, now the prophet ranting about the...
Well, the thing about the Rose of Sithis is that any bow will do. It's supposed to kill him in one hit as long as he's not armored.
Been a while, hasn't it?
Not a chance. The Three Sisters Inn is a nice place.
Bro. There we go. Nice place. How does a murder arrow work on only one person? I mean, game design, man. Game design. There we go. Any old bow will do. I just don't want to take forever on this quest, because, you know, it's not quite as interesting as the other ones. And we do need to get a moving. We do need to get moving on. So, let me just wait about 24 hours. And if he's still alive, we'll just bite the bullet. Do, 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 do. Do you always do the edgy quests when you play? I do the Dark Brotherhood quest line and the Thieves Guild quest line, if that's what you mean. And the Daedra quest lines are pretty interesting. I mean, if a quest interests me, I'll go ahead and do it, you know? It all depends on what kind of character I'm playing, honestly. Alright. I'm just going to wait a little while longer so that people will be asleep and I'll be able to feed. And then we'll wait a little while longer until we can kill Phillida over here. Yep. Daedra quests are cool. Though I would never want to make a deal with a Daedra in real life, I do think that they're some of the more interesting quests. I think it's kind of a shame that the Daedra get all of the focus in later games when they're only like half of the Elder Scrolls Pantheon. But it looks like he's still alive, so I'll just show you the way I normally complete this quest. And it's kind of the easier option, really. Sometimes you need a high acrobat skill for this, but I want to see if I can... Nope, not quite. And... Nope. Jump! Ah, almost. Well, alright, that's fine. Just gotta wait here. Equip the bow and the rose. It's a very beautiful design, by the way. But yeah, very simple. Very simple process here. I'm gonna wait 1 hour just to make sure he's in the water with his armor off. Okay, here we go. We got our chameleon potion, so we can use that. There he goes. Oh, hush about IRL Rose of Sith this is. But yeah, see the way the arrow looks? It's pretty, isn't it? Alright. Let's go. Easy, clean kill. I guess if I had a stealthier build, I would have been able to do all of that more finesse type of shit. Where were you?
Yes?
Where were you?
He's dead. And on my watch, I failed. Failed everyone. You too.
Yeah, we do need to look at his finger. See? We severed it. We don't need this bow anymore, because that's really the only thing we were using it for.
Black Marsh.
Alright. Let's head on out. Heading on out. Pick up our boy on the way out.
Yes! Oh, great and mighty Grand Champion!
Come on, baby girl. Let's go. No, of course I wouldn't forget our boy. Although I will see if the goblins manage to get him. Hold on. Let's see. Wow. Amazing. I didn't even have to do anything that time. But we must get revenge. We are the only ones who are allowed to kill baby girl. Cut it out. Gonna clobber you. All right. Now here comes the slightly trickier part. We have to find a way to get this into his former office without arousing suspicion. And as you can remember before, they don't like it when you go into a restricted area. Easier at night? It certainly is. So we're gonna try that really quick. Yep, nobody's around. Just gonna open that. Nice and easy. Ooh! Can sell that. And opening the desk. Come on. There we go. Almost got it. There. in hindsight, this is pretty fucked up. I mean, what would you do if you opened if you replaced your former boss, who was on retirement, and then you opened up his desk and you see his severed finger? I'd be freaked out. We're just gonna give him some meat and some grapes to dull the pain. Alright, easy peasy. And now, all the way back to Cheydinhall again. You'd go home? Yeah, honestly. I think that's more than enough justification to take a mental health day. Or a mental health week, really. All right. I'm sure Ochiva's going to be very happy with us.
Adamas Philida is dead. I could feel my heart swell with the Night Mother's love the moment that Imperial pig issued his last breath.
No, you couldn't, bitch. Shut up.
You've done a great service to the Dark Brotherhood today, assassin. Your reward is well earned.
Gold, gold, gold.
You also managed to leave Philida's severed finger as a warning to his successor.
Which is kind of gross.
Done.
I don't know where that thing's been.
500 additional gold coins is well earned.
Woo.
Go now, get some rest. Sithis knows you've earned it. When you're ready for another contract, you need only ask.
Maybe she can sense auras. I don't know about that, man. Considering what's going to happen in a little bit next time on the stream, I don't know about that. But anyway, we have completed a lot today. We've done a lot today. We've gotten our beloved children. We got to complete the vast majority of the Cheydinhall portion of the Brotherhood quest, a Dark Brotherhood quest line. Got some sweet ass gear. Got to take part in some very interesting quests. And learn a bit about vampires too. As well as becoming one. Woof. That is... wow. Okay. Right, so... next time you'll see me on stream, it will probably be the beginning of October. And we will actually be starting on Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines Camarilla Edition. I will be getting back to this and alternating between it and, you know, Vampire the Masquerade once November starts. But for the month of October, it will be spooky month. I will be working on projects on the side as well as walking you through Camarilla Edition. So, with all that in mind, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And I'll see you next time. Bye.